listening to Coleman Community Radio's channel for Coleman County sports. Tonight's broadcast will begin in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. You're listening to Coleman Community Radio's Coleman County Sports Channel. Tonight's broadcast will begin in about 1 minute. Listening to Coleman Community Radio's online channel for sports in Coleman County. Tonight's broadcast will begin in about 30 seconds.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Coleman County Sports Network, powered by Coleman Community Radio. Coleman's Live 95. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your 6th-ranked Good Hope Raiders, who are undefeated in both the regular season and in the region, make the long trek to West Alabama, to a little city halfway between Tuscaloosa and Tupelo. Fayette County, Fayette, Alabama, home of the Fayette County Tigers. Your Raiders come into tonight's game facing the Tigers, who have come in with a 4-4 record, 3-2 in the region. A lot at stake tonight. As we win, we host. If we do not win, there's still a good chance we host. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Fayette County High School and the Walden Tucker Field, named after a legend here in West Alabama. My name is Tyson Robertson, and I am joined tonight by Tony Thompson, as we will be bringing you all of tonight's action. Tony, how are you doing on this beautiful evening?
Man, I'm doing all right. You know, it's a little chilly out here. We are outside. No press box tonight. You know, we're outside. It's a little cold, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work out here.
Yeah, that's something that we better warn the fans of. We are set up tonight in the visitor stands, and we are directly behind the Good Hope Raider band. So there will be some band that you'll be hearing tonight. So we'll make it work somehow, Tony.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
So I tell you what, this is a beautiful stadium. To be honest, I'm a little concerned about one little thing. If you look at the north end zone, right, kind of like Cordova, right outside the back line of the end zone, there is a hill and there are some ruts. And if we get somebody overrunning the end zone, I'm a little fearful, to be honest. But besides that, a beautiful place. The big tiger paw logo representing Fayette County in the middle of the field. The grass, unlike another stadium we were at 2 weeks ago, is green. There's no sand. So we're looking for a great night of football. So I tell you what, Tony, let's take a quick break. We'll come back and do the pregame, and we'll get ready for kickoff. You're listening to the Good Hope Raider Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman.
At Plus One Heating and Air, we believe in more than just fixing your HVAC system. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to providing top-notch service with a smile. Whether it's installation, repairs, or maintenance, you can trust Plus One Heating and Air to get the job done right the first time.
I've never experienced service like this before. Plus One Heating and Air not only fixed my heating system promptly, they also ensured everything was running smoothly. They truly care about their customers.
So when you're in need of Heating and Air Services. Remember the company that's willing to walk that extra mile for you. Plus One Heating and Air, where trust meets exceptional service.
You know, we have one of the coolest places right here in Coleman. It's Cleaning and More Coleman on County Road 437. Cleaning and More Coleman has reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. And I know because we use Cleaning and More Coleman at the Warhurst Team Realtors for our buyers and sellers. Cleaning and More Coleman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Coleman has it all. Need climate control storage? How about 10 by 10, 10 by 15, and 10 by 20 units? And they even have the U-Haul trucks to carry your stuff. You can check them out at cleaningandmorecoleman.com. You can get info at cleaningandmorecoleman.com, or the way I like, you can dial them up at 256-736-9944. 256-736-9944. Cleaning and More Coleman, County Road 437, under the big white sign with the U-Hauls. In the game of mortgages, experience matters. Meet Josh Phillips, a veteran with over 13 years in the mortgage industry. As a leader in the local mortgage community, Josh is more than just a lender. He's a partner who believes in making an impact. At Impact Mortgage Group, they're not just making mortgages. They're making a positive impact on borrowers and our community. You can experience the difference too with Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group.
I'm Josh Phillips of Impact Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920, and I'll show you how my experience can help impact your next home purchase.
In MLS number 338177.
Live 95 is brought to you in part by Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, now with several locations across the state, but still located in the heart of Coleman County. They are a proud sponsor of Coleman Community Radio on Live 95. Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point Bank, member FDIC.
Coleman Appliance Repair is now Coleman Appliance and HVAC Repair, now servicing your heating and air needs as well. Servicing most models and brands, they can be found on Facebook or Google for those appliance or HVAC repair needs. Proudly supporting Coleman area athletics and collegiate football. When that appliance or HVAC system frustrates you and you're in need of a repairman, Robert Brantley and his team are ready to help. They're available via call or text at 256-507-3415 or on Facebook, Google, or online at ColemanApplianceRepair.com. Alabama HVAC number 22238.
Guthrie's Auto Service has been providing quality automotive service since 1985. Located in Coleman on Eva Road, just north of Highway 157. Guthrie's Auto Service is AAA approved and a Napa Auto Care Center, meaning their repair work is warranted for up to 3 years or 36,000 miles. And because they are part of the Napa Auto Care network, the work is also warranted at over 14,000 other Napa Auto Care locations across the country. Terry Guthrie and his team for your automotive needs. More information is online at Guthrie'sAutoservice.net. Guthrie's Auto Service is located on Eva Road, just north of Highway 157.
Coleman Electric Cooperative's mission is to make life better in the communities we serve. That starts by providing reliable, affordable electricity, while our Sprout Fiber Internet service delivers blazing fast broadband internet to homes, schools, and businesses. Coleman Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who work hard every day to make their families and community proud. Coleman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet, powerful connections, brighter future.
Hey, Good Hope friends, it's Tommy. I want to tell you about my friends at Hagamore Heating and Air. As the seasons change, the friendly folks at Hagamore Heating and Air know how important it is for your home to stay just right. Whether it's a blast of cool air or a cozy warm hug, Hagamore Heating and Air is here to make sure you're comfortable all year long. They're at every game, so they're like family, and they treat your home as their own. A proud supporter of Good Hope Athletics. You can reach them at 256-338-3332. 256-338-3332. Hagamore Heating and Air, where your comfort is our top priority. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Tisha Brewer will make it easy and affordable to help protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do you or a loved one suffer from treatment-resistant depression? Depression can be bad. Start living your full life. If you suffer from depression and don't know where to turn, you can think TMS therapy. TMS is a non-invasive way to treat multiple mental health disorders. Sound Mind TMS in Coleman can help. For more information, you can call Sound Mind TMS at 256-735-9475 or visit their website at soundmindtms.com. Dr. Robert Smith and his staff can help, so stop suffering. Think Sound Mind TMS.
Welcome back to the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman. And welcome back to John Morgan Brown Stadium.
We'll learn in a minute.
We are not on the campus of Fayette County High School. This is one of those cities that built their city around the stadium, apparently. This is in downtown Fayette. The high school is about 5 or 6 blocks away.
Yeah, it's not very far.
So just setting the scene, the captains are out for both teams. Looks like the Raiders captains are Tyler Cohn, number 5, Hank Hudson, number 18, Landon Bagwell, number 10, and Jathan Smith, number 71. It is senior night here at Fayette County. Fayette County is dressed in their all-black uniforms with white numerals on their jerseys. Looks like white helmets with their numbers on the helmet.
If you want a good representation, just think of Meek. It's almost just exactly like Meek.
That's true. And then, of course, your Raiders are dressed in the all-road whites with the best-looking helmet in the state, with the white helmets with the feathered headdress, red numerals. And the toss of the coin coming now. Now, coming into tonight's game, Jared Porter is in his 3rd year at Fayette County. Fayette County, once again, is 4-4, 3-2 in the region. They average 26.8 points a game. They give up 24.4. And, of course, Alan Scott, in his 10th year at Good Hope, brings his Raiders into this game undefeated at 7-0, 5-0 in the region. They are scoring 23.7 a game, only giving up 3.6, which is no longer good for first, by the way. I think Coosa Christian has given up 3.2.
Oh, come on, Cold Springs. You could have gave us an answer there last week.
So it promises to be a good game. Fayette County gave Dora all they wanted. The common opponents, we have basically, done the exact same thing to common opponents except for Fultondale. Fultondale gave Fayette a pretty good ride, and of course we beat Fultondale 7-6.
About to get a little loud, guys.
Yeah, in fact, Tony, I'll tell you what, why don't we step aside for station ID? We're going to step aside for about 10 seconds to recognize the station on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman.
Coleman's Live 95. Coleman's Live 95, WRJM-LP, Coleman.
Once again, you can hear that we are literally, and I mean literally, right behind the Good Hope Raider Band in the visiting stands. So if you're listening to us here in the stadium, come by and say hi. We've seen a lot of fans here from Good Hope. And I'm telling you, Tony, looking across the way, I'm not sure if we haven't outdrawn their crowd on senior night.
Hey, I'm going to be honest. When your Good Hope Raiders are good, your fans will travel.
Well, and the interesting thing is, last year the team was 3-7 and still traveled really, really well. So Good Hope will start with the ball and defend the north goal. Tyler Cole goes back deep for the Raiders with Carter Rutherford, number 0. And looks like Mason Drake will join them. We got three receivers deep. Still waiting on Fayette County to come out. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, you'll just have to bear with us. Like I said, we are literally right behind the Good Hope Raider Band, so we will do the best we can.
It's going to be a real hard first quarter to hear us. They will be moving after the first quarter to go practice for halftime. I know you can probably barely hear me. I know we apologize.
Yeah. Well, here's the great thing for those listening that can't get out here that maybe have children that are in the band, but they get to hear the band tonight.
Oh, yeah. You get front row, quite literally front row seats.
All right, looks like number 22 will line it up for the Tigers. That is Easton. He lines the ball up at the 40-yard line. Once again, Fayette County, and they're all black uniforms, while your Raiders are dressed all white tonight. About 65 degrees here at kickoff. It is a beautiful night. It's going to get a little chilly as we go through the evening. All right, Easton lines the ball up for the 40. He's lined up halfway in the hash marks, and the kick is deep. It is to Rutherford from the 20. He's to the 30. Breaks a tackle.
Go, Carter.
He's up to the 40-yard line. So Carter Rutherford with a 20-yard return on that kick. It will be the Raiders starting first down, 10 yards to go. Let's see. Looks like they're going to mark it actually at the 39.
Uh-oh. I love to see it. Number 13, Tucker Malin makes his first appearance of the year.
And yes, you heard that correct. Mr. Malin joins the game tonight. First time all season after a brutal shoulder injury. He is on the field. We will see how much action he gets, but he is starting at receiver tonight. Tyler Cohn at quarterback, dressed with Mason Drake beside him to his left. There is an up back. Rutherford to split left. Malin split right. First and 10 for the Raiders from the 39. Ball sets in the middle of the field. Fayette County comes out in a 5-man defensive line. Cohn waits for the snap. There's the snap to Cohn. He's going to throw, and he's going to Malin. First play, and it is caught. And Malin brings the ball up to about the 45, so it'll be a gain of about 6.
You know, I expected that. I actually kind of expected that to happen. You know, you want to, he does come back from a shoulder injury, and you can easily re-injure that, but it's hard to shake the rust off of him if you're not getting him the ball early.
They'll give him 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 46. Ball on the right hash mark. Cohn has Drake to his right. Twins left. An H-back in the backfield also. The handoff to Drake. And there is a penalty marker. Looks like we may have a false start. And that is the call against the Raiders. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 from the 41 now. Once again, Tony, this atmosphere is absolutely electric. Even though Good Hope has outdrawn Fayette County's fans, you can tell this has the feel of a playoff game. And once again, a beautiful stadium.
Oh, very nice. I wasn't expecting it when I was coming over here, but it is really nice.
2nd down, 8 from the 41. Once again, the same set for the Raiders. Cohn waits, takes the snap, does hand it to Drake, and this time Drake goes nowhere. Number 14 for the Tigers. That's Hancock on the tackle. The play up the middle only picks up about 1. Actually, they're going to call it no gain. So 3rd down and 8 for the Raiders from the 41. Now the ball is in the middle of the field. Cohn gets the signal from the sideline, returns to the huddle. I see Landon Bagwell in the game. He is the H-back that we are talking about. Malin and Rutherford go split right. Nobody split to the left. Drake in the backfield with Cohn. The snap to Cohn. He's going to drop the pass. He rolls right. He throws deep. And it's over Carter Rutherford's head, out of bounds. So it will be 4th down and 8 for the Raiders from the 41. So the penalty does us no favors there. And Cohn will step back into punt formation.
Oh, we got Webb Buchanan out here.
Webb is a gunner. Hughes drops deep for the Tigers. He stands on about his own 25. Cohn sets up from about the 29. The snap is good. The kick, it's a nice kick, a good high kick, and Hughes is going to let it roll, and it rolls. It takes a Raiders roll all the way down to about the 20-yard line.
Man, I was hoping they would try to do a hay-level right there and try to jump on it and fumble it to us. Oh, band's about to get loud again, guys.
So after that was a great punt by Cohn. It puts Fayette County 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Ends up being about a 44-yard punt for Cohn.
We're getting to see this outstanding defense early.
All right, Jake Rickman will be the quarterback for Fayette County. Now, Fayette County, from watching the film, looks like they will run the ball to throw the ball. bring a receiver over to the left. Rickman with a snap, and he tosses the ball. It is a toss play. Looks like to number 2, Harris. Is that number 1? Either way, it's Harris.
I believe it's number 20.
Oh, number 20. I apologize. That's going to be Knowles. Knowles is on the carry. Looks like picks up about 4. Second down and 6 from the 22. Raiders' stingy defense comes out in their patented 3-5-3 look. The linebackers for the Raiders have been just absolutely just outstanding this year. The defensive line is getting pressure. Rickman under center. Handoff off the middle, up the middle, and a nice tackle there. Looks like by Landon Bagwell.
This is almost like a wing T offense.
Yeah, Harris was on the carry there. And you have to forgive us, number 1 and number 2 are Harris for Fayette County. I don't know if they're related.
Should be. Probably.
I would think so. Play picks up about 5. It's going to be 3rd and short from about the 27. So big play here for the defense. See if the defense can step up.
3rd and 1.
Rickman under center. Motion. It's going around the edge, and we've got it strung out, and he sidestepped. Look like Callahan Lindsay. That is Harris on the carry. Around right in. The play is good for a Tiger first down. It will be 1st and 10 from about the 29 or maybe the 30. Play picks up about 3. Once again, Callahan Lindsay had the play diagnosed, and the running back just made a really good cut and cut inside of Callahan and was able to get the first down. First and 10 for the Tigers from we'll call it the 29-yard line. Ball set up on the right hash mark. Once again, no score. 8:10 left to go in the first quarter. Rickman under center. Hand up the middle to the fullback, and he breaks a couple of tackles. That's Harris, number 2. And Rutherford on the tackle. We had him in the backfield, Tony, and he was able to step out of a couple of tackles there. Rutherford finally finished him off. The play is good for a Tiger first down. 1st and 10 from the 39 now. Once again from the right hash mark. The Tigers moving left to right from our point of view. They come out in a twin set. Rickman actually steps into the shotgun. Nope, he's going under center.
It's like an I formation.
He's got an I formation. There is a fullback and a running back. And he's going to throw, and he throws to the flat. The flat pass is complete to number 3. That's Hughes.
Jake Rickman's pass complete to Keyshawn Hughes.
Rutherford looks like on the tackle with Braden Cooper.
Good Hope play gains to the 48-yard line. Makes it 2nd down.
Play picked up about 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 from the 48. So good play action pass there. We were crashing the middle for the I formation, and he held onto it and hit the receiver out in the left flat. Brings up 2nd and short from the 48 for the Tigers. Good Hope crowding the line of scrimmage. Rickman takes the snap. He's going to throw again, and the pass it was complete. A nice catch. Once again by Hughes in the right flat this time. Rutherford, Tony, if Rutherford makes the break on that ball one step earlier, it is 6 for Good Hope.
Yeah, they threw just a little curl route, and he read it perfectly. He just wasn't there in time, and it was, if he would have just been 1 or 2 steps, that's 6. There was nothing but green grass in front of him.
The play was good for a Tiger first down. 1st and 10 from the Raider 47 now. 6:25 remaining in the first quarter. Still no score. The first possession for the Tigers, and they are driving. Rickman hands it up off to number 20, Knowles, up the middle, and he breaks a couple of tackles, and I tell you, he's just breaking tackles right now out of the Raiders' hands.
That's a big old boy. I'm not trying to discredit him, but he muscles big.
Yeah,
he's a big guy.
He is their fullback, and once again they went with a fake pitch outside, and Knowles came back inside, almost like you called it a veer play, and he just broke some tackles. Play picks up 8 yards. Brings them second down and 2 from the 39 of Good Hope. Rickman in backfield with Harris and Knowles again. This time Harris is the fullback. Knowles is the tailback. Rickman hands off to Knowles up the middle, and he's got the first down. A good tackle there by, looks like, that was Mason Drake on the tackle, but it does pick up the first down for Fayette County. So Good Hope needs to tighten up here, make some adjustments. First time seeing this kind of well, you know what, Tony, that's not true. 2 weeks ago, we saw this offense at Curry. Curry just didn't have the horses to run it like Fayette County is right now. Rickman in the I formation. Twins to the left.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Was that Cody Stevens? I'm sorry.
No, I think it was Mason Drake.
Mason Drake. I apologize. Mason Drake crashed the play, the pitch to the left, and Mason Drake ate that play up. The play's going to lose 3 yards, bring up second down 13, back to the 35.
Yep. Poor kid didn't even have a chance to make a move before he was getting hit.
Rickman brings in the play from the sideline. He actually goes to the sideline and brings in the play. They are running a traditional huddle. We're going to have twins right. I formation. Once again, Knowles dotting the I.
You got to watch for the play action pass right here.
And they do toss it to Knowles around the left hand, and he's once again breaking tackles. We have defenders there. He's running through some tackles right now. The play is going to be good for about 7. So it's going to bring up third and about 6 from the 28. Another big play for the Good Hope defense here, Tony.
Bringing the Raider chop out. You know that right there shows you it's a big third down when the Raider chop comes out.
I see Callahan Lindsay lining up, and there's Cody Stevens coming out to the linebacker spot. Tyler Cohen covering receiver. We're going one-on-one with the receiver to the outside. Twins right. They are going to throw. There's the pass. It is that same out pass they've been running. That's the 4th time they've run it, and it's complete for a first down. And that's again to Hughes. So
that's just the failure. I mean, it just happens when you're playing so far off the ball. They just take that little quick hitch route, and I mean it's easy money.
Yeah,
easy picking.
Coach Scott will have to make an adjustment there because that play has been there. It's just a little quick out, and the receiver Hughes has been open every time, and they've connected. So it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers now from the Raider 19. Play happening right in front of us. Twins left. I formation. Knowles dot and I again from the right hash mark. Brings a man in motion. Handoff up the middle. That's Hughes. He breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle, and he falls. Luckily, he falls down. He walks into the end zone if he doesn't fall down. Carter Rutherford will get the credit for the tackle, but once again, they're just breaking tackles right now. So that play picks up 9 yards. Going to bring up second and 1 from about the 10.
I'm going to be honest. Coaches are screaming goal line on the sideline. Nobody's moving. Guys, we can't be scared to go out there. I know they're big. Don't be scared. You have not backed down to any competition this year. You had a team walk into your trap last week that averaged a lot of points, and you didn't back down, so don't back down now.
Rickman under center. Once again, I formation. Twins left from the right hash mark. Hands off to Knowles. And the Good Hope defense is there this time. There's the Good Hope defense.
They did not get a first down on that. I thought they got a first down.
No, they did not. That's going to bring up third down and 1 from the 10. Once again, no gain on the play. Great defense from the inside of the Raiders defense there. Raider band trying to get the fans going. This is a huge third down. We've got to stop their momentum. 19 on the play clock. Third down and 1 from the 10. The play just now coming in. They got 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to probably burn a timeout here, Tony.
They're just casually walking up to the line like there's nothing going on.
4 on the play clock. Rickman under center. There's the handoff up the middle, and
false start.
Did they call timeout? No, they did get a false start. There you go. I did not see the flag, so that's a big penalty. Kind of like what hurt us on our first drive. There's their first penalty. That's going to bring up third down and 6 from the 15 now. False start against Fayette County. Once again, I really believe it had to do with them running out of time on the clock. They panicked a little bit.
really manifesting it. I saw Coach Scott talk to Cody Stevens. He's wanting him to shadow the little curl route over here. So whichever way the two wide receivers go, you're going to see a shadow. They're not going to let them try to get that hitch route.
All right, they got a tight end in the game, number 10 right now. He's on the left side, Quinn's right. There's the snap. They do toss it to Knowles. And no. There's the Raider defense. Hank Hudson steps off of his block and drops Knowles for about a 3-yard loss. You know what? I'm sorry. No, they only give him a 1-yard loss, but it brings up 4th down. That was a big play by Hank Hudson.
I thought he lost more than that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought he lost 3 or 4, but they only give him a loss of 1. So we are now under 40 seconds in the first quarter. 4th down and 7 from the 16 for the Tigers. They will go for it. Rickman has his backs in the eye again. It's this eye. Twins right. The ball sits on the left hash mark. Twins left. I'm sorry. There's the snap. He's going to throw. There's throw into the end zone, and it is incomplete. He overshot his receiver, threw it out of bounds. His receiver never had a chance. The Raiders hold with 16 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Your Raiders will take over at their own 16-yard line.
That was huge. That was very. Guys, y'all don't understand. Like, that was huge. They drove the ball down our throat the whole possession, wasted a lot of time. But by God, we stepped up when it mattered the most.
Absolutely did, and proud of the defense there. They bend, but did not break. So what will probably be the final play of the first quarter, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Cone has Drake to his right, 1 receiver right. Cone is going to take the snap and run it himself, and he's not going to have much to go there. He may pick up 1 yard.
I think we're in a situation where we're going to have to throw the ball to beat this team.
And that will end our first quarter of play with the score, the Fayette County Tigers 0, your Good Hope Raiders 0. We're going to step aside for a quick break on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman.
Hey, Coleman drivers. Are you tired of the hassle and confusion when it comes to buying a car? Well, we've got fantastic news for you. Meet Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet in Coleman, your go-to guy for a no-nonsense car buying experience.
Hey, folks. Adam here. You know, buying a car shouldn't be stressful. That's why at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, we pride ourselves on transparency, trust, and there's never any BS at MS.
That's right. Adam Aker and the Mitch Smith Chevrolet team are changing the game.
I live and breathe Coleman, just like you. So when you step into our showroom, you're not just another customer, you're family. Together, we'll find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. Remember, Adam Aker, Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage.
In today's world, broadband internet is an absolute necessity. Unfortunately, the large cable and phone companies only provide broadband internet where it's profitable for them. For the rest of us, there's Cyber Broadband. Providing internet service since 2004, Cyber utilizes a small radio antenna to deliver broadband where cable and DSL don't go. You can join the 21st century today with Cyber Broadband, supporting streaming, VPN access, and everything else you've been wanting to do with that slow internet connection. It's Cyber Broadband for the win. They can be found online at cyberbroadband.net or look them up on Facebook.
Welcome back to John Morgan Brown Stadium in the city of Fayette. The first play run by the Raiders is a quarterback keeper around the left end and it was a handoff to Mason Drake. I apologize. That was Mason Drake, and he's got big yardage all the way across midfield. So a big play on 2nd down and 9 for the Raiders. The play is good for a Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage first down. It will be the Raiders 1st and 10 from the Fayette County 46-yard line. That was a big play. The band has started to exit now to get ready for their halftime performance, so hopefully you can hear us a little better. Cone with the snap. He throws out to the left, or to the right, to Carter Rutherford. A screen pass, and Rutherford is breaking tackles, and he's all the way down to the 35.
There we go. There's the offense we need.
There's the offense we need. That's a great pass by Cone. Great catch by Rutherford. Play's going to pick up 11 yards, and at Josh Phillips, Impact Mortgage first down.
Guys, if you've missed any Good Hope games, please come to one. This team is insane. Like, the offense is great. Defense is outstanding. And I'm going to tell you, Carter Rutherford, he had some early struggles in this year, but he's gotten in a groove, and that kid is shifty.
1st and 10 for the Raiders from the 35. Ball sets on the right hash. Cone back with Drake in the backfield with him. Twins left. Cone takes it himself up the middle, and he's got about 5 yards. Nice play by Cone there. He is brought down by number 13, Patton. And you know what? Fayette County says, we've seen enough of this. We're going to take a timeout. So, Tony, Fayette County says, hey, they're starting to move the ball on us, so we're going to talk about our defense after a 6-yard gain by Tyler Cone up the middle. So, brings up 2nd down and 4 from the 29. There is 10:49 remaining in the second quarter.
Well, since we got a little bit of break, we'll just go ahead and take a Odin's Auto Glass, Big Glass scoreboard update. Coleman over Decatur in the first quarter, 14-0. West Point and Russellville still at a standstill 0. Fairview and Sardis, 7-0. Of course, the score of this game, 0-0. Good Hope in Fayette County. Hansville and Winfield is still at 0-0. Vimont and Oakman still at 0-0. And look at here. Holly Pond's got 6 points on 5, 6-7 out there in Hockey Pond.
Wait. What was the score? I'm sorry.
6-7.
7-6. All right.
And
way to go, Holly Pond.
I don't know if this score's correct, but it says Southeastern's beating Cold Springs 27-0. Could be. I don't know. I've seen it earlier.
We'll have to send Mr. McKinnon a message to check to see if that's correct.
But now the offense is back on the field. All
right, here we go. 2nd down and 4 from the 29. Ball sets just inside the right hash mark. Rutherford splits right. Cone in the backfield has actually a diamond formation to the right. Parker Johnson goes in motion. And Mason Drake with a block. And there's the bomb to Rutherford.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders. Carter Rutherford. What a pass by Tyler Cone to Carter Rutherford, who brought it in over his shoulder in the corner of the end zone. And the Raiders score. It is 6-0 with 10:39 remaining in the second quarter.
That was a great pass by Tyler Cone. Of course, y'all can't see it, but man, that was beautiful.
That was a beautiful pass.
Right in the corner pocket.
So Robbie Rodriguez comes in to attempt the Odin's Auto Glass point after out of the hold of Webb Buchanan.
Webb for the first time this year holding it. Good hold.
The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is good.
Guys, I think we still need to remind Robbie that we got to keep these footballs. You don't have to kick them so hard.
What Tony's talking about, since you can't see the surroundings of the field here, in the north end zone, the goalpost, there's a very slight hill of maybe 6 or 7 feet, and there's a wall where the restrooms and concession stands are located behind it, and Robbie just put that ball about where the restrooms were. So.
Yeah, here in a minute he's going to kick one, and someone's going to be walking out of the restroom. They're going to get a quick surprise.
Yeah, no kidding. Once again, you can't say enough about that pass and catch between Cone and Rutherford. That was a well-executed play. You got to give Mason Drake a lot of credit. They were sending a blitzing linebacker. Mason Drake stepped in and picked up that block to give Cone the time to throw that ball. Parker Johnson was actually in the flat wide open. Cone had choices. He just went for the home run and hit it. All right, Rodriguez.
This team's fast. This team's shifty. We got to get down to tackle right here.
Rodriguez sets it up at the 40-yard line from the right hash mark. He approaches it, and it's going to pooch it. And it's going to land at the 28.
There you go.
And Harris has it, and he goes around the right end.
This is what I was talking about.
And he has got room and finally brought down. Looks like Robbie Rodriguez is the one that made the tackle.
No, it was Mason Drake.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mason. Okay, I see Rodriguez now. I apologize.
Yeah, Robbie was playing backside, but hey. You get past the first line of defense, you get past the second line of defense. Robbie Rodriguez.
Yeah, you got to deal with Robbie at that point.
Robbie's got 2 tackles this year, and I think he nearly hospitalized both of them.
Well, unfortunately, that return was a really good return by Harris, and they're going to have it 1st and 10 from the 43. So the return was good for about 17 yards.
So that's what I was talking about. This team's shifty. This team's fast. You got to get down and you got to secure your tackles.
Rickman under center. Once again, the I formation. Twins right. There's the snap. He hands it up the middle to Harris, the man that just returned that ball, and he's got plenty of running room over the right side. Brought down by, is that Cone that brought him down? And so. You have to forgive us. We are literally in the stands, and we are on about the 27, 28-yard line in the north side of the stadium. So play action right now is at midfield, so we're having a little bit of a hard time seeing, so I apologize to all those listening. The play was good for 8 yards, 2nd and 2 from midfield. Once again, 9:50 remaining in the second quarter. Fayette County on their second drive of the game. Rickman takes the handoff, takes the snap, hands it off to Knowles, and Knowles has nowhere to go. I saw Cody Stevens that time. I know he was there. Looked like some Callahan Lindsay, Mason Drake, and maybe even some Landon Bagwell met him, and he went nowhere.
You might break the initial tackle, but when you get those linebackers coming in, those two, Hank Hudson and Landon Bagwell, they are going to secure a tackle. You're not going to get past them very easily.
Play loses 2 yards, brings up 3rd down and 4. Rickman under center, takes a snap, hands it up off the middle to Harris, and Harris is not going to make the first down. I mean, he's close. He did pick up a couple of yards.
He picked up 1 yard or 2. It's hard to see a spot from the angle we have right here.
So he did pick up 3 yards, brings up 4th and 1 from the Good Hope 48-yard line. He needs the 47. Another big 4th down play for the Raiders. Does Fayette County run play action, try to throw again? Rickman under center, I formation. And now with 18 on the play clock, they're going to look over to the side, change the play.
Do you really
trust this idea? The Raiders defense adjusts.
I think they're just trying to get us to jump off sides. There's no way you're going to go for it right here. Oh, they might.
With 5 on the play clock now.
Timeout.
And Fayette County does take their second timeout of the game.
Guys, this crowd over here to our left, they're excited.
Absolutely. And you were correct. They were trying to draw them off sides. The Good Hope defense wasn't having anything to do with it. And just once again, good discipline by the Raider defense.
Hey, I appreciate all the fans that made this travel out here. This is a long travel.
This is a long trip.
You know, normal people an hour and 30 minutes isn't really that bad, but it has been rough. Yeah, it's been real rough. That ride was dreadful. Just a bunch of straight roads. You got on the interstate for about 2 exits, and I'm glad the Good Hope faithful, really Good Hope faithful. Is that what we call them? I don't know. Good Hope faithful made their trip out here to Fayette County for this game. But like I said earlier, when you're undefeated at Good Hope, fans will travel.
Absolutely, and like we've said the whole time, it was a 2-lane nightmare coming over here. All right, here we go. 4th and 1 now for the Tigers from the Good Hope 48-yard line. Big play for the defense. I formation. There's the snap. He hands it off to Harris. Harris is not going to make it.
Did we get it? Oh, fans are screaming. Looks like that's going to be a Good Hope first down. Man, that is back-to-back.
That was Mason Drake. I was trying to see who it was. It was Mason Drake on the tackle. So it looked like Callahan Lindsay got into the backfield to disrupt the play. Harris tried to bounce it outside and wasn't able to. Mason Drake was waiting on him, and they lose 1 yard. It will be the Raiders' 1st and 10. Well, no, they call it no gain. So 1st and 10 from their 48-yard line. Once again, 8:07 remaining in the second quarter. It is so good to see a lot of Good Hope Raider fans, like Tony was saying. I mean, we've seen all kind of alumni here tonight, all kind of parents, and it's a pleasure to see the following for these Raiders. 1st and 10, Good Hope. There's whistles blowing. I'm not sure
what's... This is going to be a false start? Yeah.
All right, we do have a false start against Good Hope, so break brings us back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 43 now. Once again, 8:07 remaining in the second quarter. Your Raiders lead 7-0.
4-yard penalty. Apparently that's what that was, a 4-yard penalty.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to fix that.
That is supposed to be a 5-yard penalty, not a 4-yard penalty.
Yeah, I think the umpire mismeasured that.
No, they ain't moving it.
Well, you know what?
4-yard penalty.
Okay, we'll take a 4-yard penalty.
You know what? If it comes down to a 4th and 1 and we get it, shout out to the ref. Nope, they did move it back.
All right, okay, that's a little better. 1st and 15 from the 43 now. That makes a little more sense.
We're just breaking rules out here in Fayette County.
All right, Cone in the backfield with Drake. Trips right. Cone throws to Johnson, and Johnson's got nowhere to go, and he breaks a couple of tackles.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're hitting him out of bounds.
Face mask.
I guess they didn't call it, but, Cone and Johnson, I'm not sure.
We got fans going down. Oh, Lord, it's about to get... We got fans running down there trying to tell them what...
Yeah, I'm not sure that Cone really should have thrown that ball. The play loses 4 yards. Johnson...
Well, if he didn't throw it, we lost about 7.
Well, and that's why we
lost 4. But Parker probably should have just dropped it.
And that's my point. Parker Johnson made a well of a play just to negate the huge loss. So 2nd and 19 from the 39. Cone in the shotgun. Drops to throw. He's throwing deep.
Oh, God.
And there is Tucker Malin. He's got it. Tucker breaks a tackle. He's at the 10. The 5. Touchdown Raiders. Hello and welcome back, Tucker Malin.
I know we got a Malin family happy doing cartwheels right now.
Oh, my goodness. What a throw again by Cone. He threw it where only Malin could get it. Malin at 6'3" went up over the defender, brought it down, broke the tackle, and just high-stepped into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Welcome back, Tucker Malin. All right, Robbie, let's keep this one
Robbie
close.
To attempt the point after out of the hole.
Oh, it's
Cannon, and it's blocked, and that'll end the play. So with 7:42 remaining in the first half, your Good Hope Raiders lead 13-0. We're going to step aside for just a second on the Good Hope Raider Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman.
Are you ready to make your next move in Coleman? Hi, I'm Tommy.
And I'm Angela. We're not just realtors, we're a family dedicated to helping yours.
We're not just about buying or selling property. We're about building connections within our community.
From local schools to charity events, we're active because we care about Coleman.
When you use us, you're not just getting one realtor, you're getting a team working around the clock for you.
With our experience and expertise, we'll guide you through every step of the process.
We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at Hagamore Realty Group.
We make it happen, you make it home.
Welcome back to John Morgan Brown Stadium in Fayette, Alabama, as your Good Hope Raiders have taken a 13-0 lead over Fayette County. Rodriguez tees the ball up at the 40-yard line. Harris is deep.
I think he's going to pooch it to this way.
Yeah, they probably want to kick away from number 1, Harris. Actually, it's an onside kick, and it is recovered by number 16 for Fayette County. That's Tyree. Or 15, I'm sorry, it's 15. That's Lawler. And, he actually kind of fumbled it a little bit there.
Yeah, it actually went between his legs, and he somehow recovered it with his legs.
So it was trying to catch him off guard. Good field position for the Tigers. They will be 1st and 10 from the 49, their own 49-yard line from the left hash. The Raiders defense has stepped up twice on 4th down so far tonight. This is the 3rd possession for the Tigers. Number 17, Jake Rickman, under center. I formation with Knowles dotting the I. Wide outs either side. He's going to roll right to throw. He's got a receiver, number 8. Number two, I'm sorry, that's Harris, number 2, and he's got a big gain in the right flat. That's going to be good for a Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage first down.
That was a good little play. You know, he hid the ball. It was hard to see it and faked the handoff. The fullback, I don't know if he was playing fullback, running back, tight end. I don't know. He just snuck out of the backfield.
Yeah, that play picks up 24 yards, brings up 1st and 10 from the Good Hope 28-yard line. 7.5 remaining in the first half. Once again, Good Hope up 13-0.
Sorry, I don't know exactly what position he plays. They're running this weird little wing T offense here.
Motion. Rickman hands it up off the middle again, and we finally got that play figured out, I believe. Who was that made the tackle? Was that Bagwell? All right. Landon Bagwell trips up the running back, Knowles, as he took it up the middle. The play does get positive yards, but not a lot. Probably 2 on the play. Oh, they call it gain of 1, so 2nd and 9 from the 27 of the Good Hope Raiders. Landon Bagwell has got that play figured out, I believe. What they're doing is they're faking a pitch to the outside and bringing Knowles back underneath and handing it to him almost in a veer. And they run this time it's Harris right up the middle, and the Good Hope Raiders defense is there. That's Braden Cooper on the stop that time, number 7. And number 1, Mason Drake on the stop. Play picks up about 3, brings up 3rd and 6 from the 24 of the Raiders. Once again, they're on the side of the field that is away from Tony and I, so we're having to get a little help on some of the calls. Play clock down to 15. Fayette County breaks the huddle. Rickman under center, I formation, split either way. Rickman takes a snap. He's going to throw. He rolls left, and we've got pressure on him, and he's got nowhere to go, and he just throws it out of bounds. I don't know, did it cross the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, it did.
It did, okay.
It was a little chest pass out of bounds.
Yeah, it was one of those, it was like, hey, I want to make sure that I get rid of this ball, because Callahan Lindsay had him in his sights, and Landon Bagwell was coming up hard. And once again, here we go, Good Hope, 4th down and 6. Another big 4th down play for the Raider defense. 4th and 6 from the 24. If you're back in Coleman County, we want to hear you screaming for the Raiders on this play. This is a huge play with 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
We're 77 miles away from home, but I want to hear you screaming from those 77 miles.
77 miles of twisty, turny, 2-lane road. And looks like Fayette County's going to take their last timeout of the half. That is their 3rd and final timeout of the first half. Tony, let's talk about what we've seen so far. Good Hope last week, and especially last week and against Curry, basically just dominated the ground.
Yeah.
Tonight we have 2 touchdowns through the air, both of them long passes. Do you think that was the plan for Coach Witcher tonight, or?
No, I believe they wanted to come in and make their presence known by running the ball down their throat. But then they quickly realized after that first possession, you're not going to run the ball on this team. They got some big old guys, but big guys don't really have much speed. So you want to get your speedy guys out there and you want to get them open. And that's what we've done with, the little couple screen passes we've thrown. That the first one went pretty good. The second one, not so much. But then the 2 long passes, we had a 65-yard touchdown to Tucker Malin.
Yeah, and for Fayette County, they're doing what they do. They're going to run the ball and then throw those little passes out in the flat. So here we go, 4th and 6 from the Raider 24. Rickman takes a snap. He's going to toss it back, and it's a halfback pass to a wide-open wide receiver for the Tiger touchdown. That is 2 touchdowns of the 3 scored on the Raiders have been halfback passes.
Yeah.
Once again, Halable, and then this one tonight on 4th down. A great play call by Fayette County. They tossed it to Knowles in the backfield. He just pulled up and threw it to Harris, who was standing in the end zone wide open. Our defense forgot about him. So now number 4, that's rushing to attempt the Odin Auto Glass point after. The kick is no good. So
yeah, I don't know if it got blocked, partially blocked or whatever, but it went straight up in the air and straight down.
It may have been. So with 5:54 remaining in the first half, it is now your Good Hope Raiders 13, the Fayette County Tigers 6. And, Coach Scott cannot be happy about that.
No, that's twice this year you've gotten beat on that. The first time was a little bit more of a...
Well, that was the first play of the game for Haleville.
Yeah, so it was a read option. I went back and watched it on film. There was a read option. It was a triple option, actually. Triple option. He faked it. He ran out, tossed it to the running back, and all of our guys crashed because, triple option, you don't think pass out of it. And he launched one. I mean, probably a better throw than the quarterback threw all night of that game.
Oh, absolutely. It was a great play. And then, of course, this one, the running back Knowles, not to take anything away from him, but anybody on this team could have completed that pass because it was so wide open. We just completely forgot about the receiver. So Eason to kick off to the Raiders. It's on the ground, picked up by Drake, and Drake comes up the middle, and he's got open straight. He is all the way past midfield, all the way to the 46-yard line of Fayette County. Mason Drake with a great return on the kick.
Just like the first game, you're not going to let that pass get by you again.
Right. The seas parted for Drake on that return, and it was just, he had open ground. It was a great tackle by the Fayette County player. I didn't see who it was, but Mason Drake scores if he doesn't make that tackle. So 1st and 10 from the 47 of Fayette County for the Raiders. Cone in the shotgun with Drake to his left. Twins right. The ball on the left hash. 5:45 remaining. The handoff to Drake up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go.
Got tackled by Callahan on the play.
Yeah, looks like their defensive line blew that play up, pushed our offense back into the backfield, and Drake just couldn't go anywhere. So the play's going to lose 1 yard, brings up 2nd down 11 from the 48. Ball in the middle of the field.
This is the first time we've seen Parker Johnson playing receiver this year. I think they're about to build up to some kind of trick play. Most likely they're going to try to do kind of what they done, a little pass outside and let him throw it.
Malin and Johnson split left. Rutherford right. Cone in the backfield brings a motion man, and Tyler keeps it on the read option up the middle, and he picks up about 3 yards. It was Parker Johnson in motion that he faked it to. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 8 from the 45. Once again, it was a good choice by Cone. They had the play diagnosed. Parker, if he hands it off, Parker's not going further than what Tyler got. So 3rd down and 8 for the Raiders. Once again from the 45, 4.5 remaining in the second quarter. Your Raiders up 13-6 right now on Fayette County. Cone in the backfield, alone. Sends receivers out. He's got receivers all over the place. He throws underneath. That is Tucker Malin with the catch. He cannot break a couple of he broke one tackle, and then they just surrounded him. The play picks up only about 3.
My bones clench up when you start throwing Tucker Malin down to that shoulder. My bones clench up.
It's going to bring up 4th and about 5 from the 42. Let's see if Good Hope tries to draw Fayette County off sides and then takes a timeout if they cannot. Good Hope does have all 3 timeouts remaining in the first half. Fayette County has exhausted their timeouts. 10 seconds on the play clock.
They did not get that play in. Yeah, they had trouble getting that play, and they're probably going to have to waste time.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to call a timeout.
Nope,
they run it, and it runs up the middle. Mason Drake, and he's going nowhere. I'm not sure that was really what they wanted to do there.
That's a turnover on down.
And Fayette County will take over with 3:31 remaining in the second quarter. The play only picked up 1 yard, needed 5.
We ain't ran the ball fine all night, so what was the great idea of 4th and 5? We're going to run it up the middle.
I'm not sure that Coach Scott, because he immediately went to Coach Witcher after that play to find out what happened.
I don't know if it was a miscommunication or just
it may have been
bad. If not, that'll go down as a bad play call.
What I thought was going to happen, because you called it, the play clock was running down. I really thought they were just going to take a timeout and say, hey, let's step back and let's reevaluate. But they ran the play, it failed. So now it's 1st and 10, Fayette County from the 41, from their own 41. Twins right, 1 receiver left. Shotgun, and the toss to Knowles, and he's going nowhere. Hank Hudson, Callahan Lindsay met him at the corner and absolutely just blew that play up. It's going to lose a couple. Frees up 2nd down and 12 from the 39.
Tiger 39 yard line. 2nd down 12.
That was a great defensive play by the Raiders. Odd set for the Tigers. They haven't run shotgun all night. Now 2 plays in a row, they're in shotgun. Knowles in the backfield with Jake, and he throws to the receiver number 1, Harris, and once again the Raiders are all over it, and there is a flag down. There's going to be a hold. Sorry, that was a towel.
That was a towel. Cody Stevens grabbed him by the towel, and I'm going to be honest, it slowed him down pretty heavy.
So, once again, that play goes nowhere. It brings up 3rd and 12 from the 39 for the Tigers.
Yeah, you don't go shotgun all night. Now you go, I'm sure this is about to be the 3rd play in shotgun. They think that they're going to throw the ball on us now. They got 1 passing touchdown. Unless you're going to put your running back in at quarterback, that's probably not going to happen again.
Right. Once again, Jake Rickman, number 17, the quarterback for the Tigers. He's got Knowles in the backfield. They're going twins either way. Knowles in the backfield. Raiders in a zone coverage. There's the snap. And Stevens on a blitz, and he is overthrown. Rickman trying to get it to Lawson, number 23, in the left flat, and just completely overshot it. If he does catch it, he's not making the first down. The play would only been good for about 7. So it brings up 4th down, and the Tigers this time will punt the ball. Looks like Smith in punt formation. No, I'm sorry, that's number 59, Brewer, in punt formation for the Tigers. Mason Drake will be deep. Let's see if we can get Mason to finally break one. He's come close once on a kickoff. Brewer with the punt, and it is a high punt, not very deep, and Drake has to call for a fair catch.
I hate to laugh. I watched the gunner right here, and he got bullied all the way down the field. Carter Rutherford and Tyler Bird just kept him out of bounds. He finally run around, and Rutherford met him and hit him real hard.
So the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. I'm sorry, 34-yard line. There is 1:48 remaining in the first half.
There's a flag on the play.
There is a flag. I didn't see the flag get thrown. I apologize. Oh, there it is on the far sideline. Let's see if let's see what the call is. Mr. White Hat official goes to the field. It is a hold against the Raiders, so it'll be 10 yards backed up. So that's going to back the Raiders up all the way to about their own 25-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10. Once again, 1:48 remaining in the first half. Fayette County is out of timeout, so do not be surprised if Good Hope just runs the ball and gets out of the half up 13-6. It's turned into a beautiful night here in Fayette, Alabama, right off Highway 43, north of Tuscaloosa.
Hey, we got that same one-on-one matchup up there, Tucker Malin.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Tyler in the shotgun with Drake. He hands it to Drake up the middle. Drake's got a small hole, but it does close quickly. He'll pick up 4 or 5 on the play. And I don't think Good Hope's going to be any big hurry here. 1:35 remaining in the first half. Clock is running. Play clock at 30. Game clock at 1:30. 2nd and 6 from the 29.
We have a really good kicker, so why not try to get down the field?
Clock running, 1:20 in the first half. Cone trips right. He's going to retreat to throw, and he throws to the left. There is Malin, complete. Malin breaks 2 tackles, and he's knocked out of bounds. That will be a play of about 21 yards up to about midfield with 1:08 remaining in the first half. So it will be a Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage first down. I said midfield. They knocked him out at the 44, so they got a couple extra hits in on him. Johnson and Rutherford split right. Malin left. Cone in the backfield with Drake. Drake to him. Bagwell stays in to block. Cone.
Run it, Cone. There you go.
He's going to take off running, and he does a very wise thing. He steps out of bounds with 57 seconds remaining. The play is good for a Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage first down. It will be 1st and 10 from the Fayette County 44. We need about 25 yards to attempt a field goal. I'd like to get a touchdown, but let's not get too greedy. Johnson and Malin left. Tyler Bird and Rutherford right. Drake in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 44.
There you go.
Cone.
Look out route. There you go. Smart thing.
Cone throws it to the right flat. Tyler Bird sits there on the out route and collects it and steps out of bounds. 52 seconds remaining. The play picks up 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 from the 40. Ball sets on the right hash. Trips right. Trips to the short side. Now they move Parker Johnson to the left. He will join Malin. Rutherford and Bird right. Drake in the backfield. And there's some confusion. And, I thought they called timeout, but they're going to get Good Hope on a penalty. False start. So that will move the Raiders back 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 12 now from about the 45-ish, 46. 2nd and 12, 52 seconds remaining in the first half. Cone in the backfield sends Drake out now.
There we go. We got the play right this time.
And Cone under pressure. He's going to run, and he's and he's dropped for a sack. They had pressure coming at him, and Good Hope will have to take a timeout with 42 seconds remaining. That play is going to lose about 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 16 from midfield. Once again, Good Hope does take a timeout.
Down 16 after this Good Hope timeout.
So that was not the play. We've had a couple of just had a couple of plays where we really want to go back and reevaluate at halftime. You know, how did we do this? You know, we need to realize, hey, we got some timeouts. We can shut down a possibly bad play to get a better play in. Once again, that play just was a good defensive play by the Tigers defense. They broke through the line. Cone ended up having to run for his life and couldn't get rid of the ball and took the sack. So 2 timeouts remaining for the Raiders. 3rd down 16 from midfield. Trips right, 1 receiver left. Cone with Drake in the backfield. They blitz again. We send a screen pass, and Drake's got it in the left flat. They had the right play call, needed to make one man miss, and wasn't able to. So that's going to bring up 4th down. And play's going to pick up about 6. Going to bring up 4th and 10 from the 44, and Good Hope will take a second timeout with 20 seconds remaining. I think what you're going to see here is Cone just throw one deep, almost a Hail Mary.
Well, if you still got one timeout, they're going to leave the middle of the field open. So
yeah, and you're right. 4th and 10, you've got to at least get a first down and then call the timeout and then throw one deep.
Or kick the field goal, hey? We know Robbie's got a leg.
Well, it all depends on how far, the play goes. First and foremost, you got to worry about getting 10 yards. It's 4th and 10 from the 44 with 20 seconds remaining. Good Hope still has 1 timeout left. Good Hope does still lead 13-6. Again, Fayette County gets a touchdown off, I guess they watched the Haleville film and saw the halfback pass work for Haleville, and they made it work tonight for them. Once again, it's very, very unbelievable that Good Hope's given up 3 touchdowns all season, 2 of them on a halfback pass. No, you know what? I'm sorry. They've allowed 4. I forgot about Fultondale. 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, Fultondale ran one in on them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. All right, here we go. 4th and 10 for the Raiders. 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Cone has Drake in the backfield. Trips right. And we get another false start. And Coach Scott is not happy, I believe, with the official.
They're saying Carter Rutherford, and Rutherford didn't even move on the play. Like, he was just standing there. That's the 4th one that we've had, and 3 of them's been very questionable.
I didn't see
the only one the only one I know for sure was a false start was when we had a play confused and we had the receiver turn one way.
And now that penalty is going to force us to kick the ball away. So 4th and 15 from the 45 or 49. I'm sorry, the 49 now. 20 seconds remaining. Cone in punt formation.
Hey, watch out for a fake here. We can do it.
And Fayette County's actually they sent nobody deep.
Yeah, no.
Parker Johnson in motion, and Cone does kick it, and it's a beautiful kick. It lands at the 20, out of bounds at the 19 with 12 seconds. Well, we'll call it 11. I think they let the clock run a little long there.
Yeah. One play earlier, we ran out of bounds, and the fans were not happy, but they let like 6 seconds run off. And
yeah. Well, like I said, I was watching the clock when that play was blown dead, and it was 12. Now it sits on 11. So it's whatever. So
here in Cinco, get back deep and don't let them beat you.
Yeah, and they may try to
do some trickeration. They got no timeouts. So
they got no timeouts. 11 seconds remaining. They are going to be from their 19-yard line. First and 10. They might just run a draw and see if their big running back can break tackles.
They're in victory formation. They're going to need the ball.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They're going to take this to the half also. Fayette County does get the ball to start the second half, so that's something to remember.
That's a weird-looking victory formation. I've never seen a shotgun victory formation,
and that's exactly what they do. Rickman takes a knee about 5 yards deep, and that will end the first half. Well, Tony, it's a playoff atmosphere, no question about it. There's a lot on the line tonight. Good Hope has looked really great at times. The defense, again, has been stout except for one play. And we go to the half with your score. The Good Hope Raiders, 13. The Fayette County Tigers, 6. We'll be back on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman.
One of the most important things on your home is sometimes the most overlooked, your gutters. For gutter cleaning, repair, or new gutters, the name to know is Denton's Seamless Gutters. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured. Denton's offers free estimates and a 10% discount to active and retired service members and any active emergency responders. For gutters, it's Denton's Seamless Gutters, 706-207-7969, or search Denton's Seamless Gutters on Facebook.
In 1952, 7 men at an aluminum plant banded together and started Lister Hill Credit Union with only $5 each. Today, more than 92,000 have joined us, continuing the legacy of supporting themselves and the community through Lister Hill. It's all about we and what we can do together.
We've spent a lot of time on this. The investigation is finally over. We uncovered several leads, and we have finally found it. We have found what every small business in Coleman has been looking for. Fiber optic quality internet is here. Utilizing cutting-edge radio technology, Cyber Broadband is now able to offer fiber optic quality internet in the immediate downtown Coleman area and most Coleman industrial parks. More information is available by calling Cyber Broadband, 256-734-1077, 256-734-1077, or on the web at cyberbroadband.net. Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tisha Brewer right here in Coleman could switch you over and you could start saving today. Tisha and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tisha Brewer, it's easy to switch and save.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Founded in 1887, Coleman Savings Bank serves the people of Coleman with a full line of banking services. One of those services is their legacy checking account, available to those 50 plus, military, teachers, policemen, and firefighters. It features no monthly service charge, interest earned on any balance, free paper or e-statements, and 2 free boxes of checks per year, along along with other features. You can stop by any one of 4 convenient locations and ask them about the Legacy checking account, or visit www.colemansavingsbank.com for more information. Coleman Savings Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. H&S Appliance Outlet is an overstocked scratch and dent dealer, offering quality name brand appliances at major discounted prices, up to 75% off. H&S Appliance Outlet also offers factory authorized repair services as well as financing options. To better serve the needs of North Alabama, H&S Appliance Outlets are conveniently located in Coleman, Hartselle, and Arab. A proud veteran and family-owned business who's happy to be of service and can be reached on Facebook at H&S Appliance Repair or by phone 256-735-4184. 256-735-4184. H&S Appliance Outlet, a proud supporter of Coleman Community Radio.
Hey, Sheriff Matt Gentry here. Hey, on behalf of the Coleman County Sheriff's Office, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the ball field. We pray God's blessings on each and every one of y'all. Hey, when you're coming to and from the ball field, stay safe. Don't be distracted in driving. Make sure if you go somewhere afterwards, don't drink and drive, but have a great season and take care. God bless.
Guthrie's Auto Service has been providing quality automotive service since 1985. Located in Coleman on Eva Road, just north of 157, Guthrie's Auto Service is a AAA approved and Napa Auto Care Center, meaning their repair work is warranted up to 3 years or 36,000 miles. And because they're part of the Napa Auto Care Network, their work is also warranted at over 14,000 Napa Auto Care locations across the country. Terry Guthrie and his team are award-winning, collecting Napa's Auto Care Center of the Year for the Nashville Distribution Center and a People's Choice Award in 2020. More information is online at Guthrie'sAutoservice.net.
At Plus One Heating and Air, we believe in more than just fixing your HVAC system. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to providing top-notch service with a smile. Whether it's installation, repairs, or maintenance, you can trust Plus One Heating and Air to get the job done right the first time.
I've never experienced service like this before. Plus One Heating and Air not only fixed my heating system promptly, they also ensured everything was running smoothly. They truly care about their customers.
So when you're in need of heating and air services, remember the company that's willing to walk that extra mile for you. Plus One Heating and Air, where trust meets exceptional service.
You know, we have one of the coolest places right here in Coleman. It's Cleaning and More Coleman on County Road 437. Cleaning and More Coleman has reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. And I know because we use Cleaning and More Coleman at the Warhurst Team Realtors for our buyers and sellers. Cleaning and More Coleman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Coleman has it all. Need climate control storage? How about 10 by 10, 10 by 15, and 10 by 20 units? And they even have the U-Haul trucks to carry your stuff. You can check them out at cleaningandmorecoleman.com. You can get info at info@cleaningandmorecoleman.com, or the way I like, you can dial them up at 256-736-9944. 256-736-9944. Cleaning and More Coleman, County Road 437, under the big white sign with the U-Hauls. In the game of mortgages, experience matters. Meet Josh Phillips, a veteran with over 13 years in the mortgage industry. As the leader in the local mortgage community, Josh is more than just a lender. He's a partner who believes in making an impact. At Impact Mortgage Group, they're not just making mortgages. They're making a positive impact on borrowers and our community. You can experience the difference too with Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group.
I'm Josh Phillips of Impact Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920, and I'll show you how my experience can help impact your next home purchase.
In MLS number 338177.
Live 95 is brought to you in part by Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, now with several locations across the state, but still located in the heart of Coleman County. They are a proud sponsor of Coleman Community Radio on Live 95. Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point Bank, member FDIC.
Coleman Electric Cooperative's mission is to make life better in the communities we serve. That starts by providing reliable, affordable electricity, while our Sprout Fiber Internet service delivers blazing fast broadband internet to homes, schools, and businesses. Coleman Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who work hard every day to make their families and community proud. Coleman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet, powerful connections, brighter future.
You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Tisha Brewer will make it easy and affordable to help protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do you or a loved one suffer from treatment-resistant depression? Depression can be bad. Start living your full life. If you suffer from depression and don't know where to turn, you can think TMS therapy. TMS is a non-invasive way to treat multiple mental health disorders. Sound Mind TMS in Coleman can help. For more information, you can call Sound Mind TMS at 256-735-9475 or visit their website at soundmindtms.com. Dr. Robert Smith and his staff can help, so stop suffering. Think Sound Mind TMS.
Hey, Coleman drivers. Are you tired of the hassle and confusion when it comes to buying a car? Well, we've got fantastic news for you. Meet Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet in Coleman, your go-to guy for a no-nonsense car buying experience.
Hey, folks. Adam here. You know, buying a car shouldn't be stressful. That's why at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, we pride ourselves on transparency, trust, and there's never any BS at MS.
That's right. Adam Aker and the Mitch Smith Chevrolet team are changing the game.
I live and breathe Coleman, just like you. So when you step into our showroom, you're not just another customer, you're family. Together, we'll find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. Remember, Adam Aker, Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
In today's world, broadband internet is an absolute necessity. Unfortunately, the large cable and phone companies only provide broadband internet where it's profitable for them. For the rest of us, there's Cyber Broadband. Providing internet service since 2004, Cyber utilizes a small radio antenna to deliver broadband where cable and DSL don't go. You can join the 21st century today with Cyber Broadband, supporting streaming, VPN access, and everything else you've been wanting to do with that slow internet connection. It's Cyber Broadband for the win. They can be found online at cyberbroadband.net or look them up on Facebook.
Welcome back to Fayette County. Your Good Hope Raiders lead 13-6 over the Fayette County Tigers. We are at halftime. The Raider Band just finishing up their performance of their Queen halftime. The Fayette County Band is on the field now. I talked to Tony earlier. It was good to see a lot of the alumnus from Good Hope here tonight. A lot of the parents are in town for this game. Like Tony and I talked, it was a long ways over here, and I'm telling you, our crowd is probably bigger than the Fayette County crowd, and it's their senior night. Well, happened to snag one of the old Good Hope Raiders as he walked by and asked him if he would like to come by and say hi tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to introduce last year's graduate, Dakota Overton.
What's up, guys?
Dakota, it's good to see you again. Good to have you back at a ball game. So what are you doing with yourself nowadays?
I'm going to college at Wallace State Community College. And
okay. What are you studying over there?
electrical engineering right now. And
you're going to follow in the old man's footsteps, apparently.
I am.
Well, I know your mom and dad are proud of you, and
thank you.
And it's good to see the young lady next to you. She compliments you well, sir. We'll just say it that way.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
For those who don't know, I'm talking about Good Hope cheerleader Abby Black. She's by his side, kind of laughing at him right now.
She's admiring.
She's admiring. Is that what we're going with?
Admiring.
Well, Dakota, it was good to see you. I'm glad that you were able to get over here tonight, and I appreciate you coming on the radio with us. Are you going to be able to get to any of the basketball games this year?
I will. I'm watching my neighbor, Tyler Cohn. He's a unit. He's a stud.
Well, I understand that the Good Hope Raider football team is undefeated and about to be area or region champ and will host playoff games, but there is a ton of excitement coming up for the Good Hope Raiders basketball season on both the girls' side and the boys' side. Do you happen to have any opinions on some of those that are coming up that replace the guys that like you that graduated? Are you familiar with any of them? If not, that's okay. But
they're gonna be tough to beat for sure. I mean, we're gonna have Tyler, we're gonna have Jacob as point guard. I mean, we're gonna have Tucker coming in. We're going to see a lot of dunks this year for sure. But
you got Tucker Malin who came into tonight's game back from an injury. He's 6'3", and of course Tyler Cohn at 6'2". Jacob Haynes is a real shifty point guard at 5'10". All of them will be seniors on the basketball team. Any idea about some of the younger kids coming up?
Yeah, we got a lot of younger guys on JV right now, and I think Griffin Morris, their coach, he's going to do a good job building them. I actually played for him during travel ball season before he moved to Good Hope, and he's just a really good coach to be around. He's a really fun guy. I've been going to Bible studies with him, and I think Good Hope does a really good job at bringing Christianity into it, and that plays a big role in a lot of these kids' life. And I think at the end of the day, as long as they do that and just try to strive to be better, I mean, whatever they put in, they're gonna see it on the court for sure.
Well, and I think you brought up a great point. That's the one thing, I've been working with the Good Hope Athletics now for eight years, and your mother and father and I had a chat back in December during basketball season, and I told them that, in all 8 years that I've been dealing with Good Hope Raiders athletics, every young man, every young woman has been nothing but stellar to me, and that's a compliment to the parents, to the guardians, and to their faith, and I just appreciate it. And once again, Dakota, I'm going to let you get out of here. I know y'all got some things to do, but once again, thanks for stopping by, and good luck in the future, and look forward to seeing you at basketball season.
Yes, sir. Been a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Once again, we got about 6 minutes remaining in the halftime. Your Good Hope Raiders up 13-6 over the Fayette County Tigers. Once again, bringing back Tony Thompson to the broadcast. And Tony, once again, we've got to go on defense first to start the second half, unless we do what we did against Curry last week, and against Hamilton last week, and do an onside kick.
That was right out the gate, too, man. That was gutsy, but it ended up being a great move at the end of the day.
I'm not 100% sure that Fayette County won't be looking for. We've actually already attempted one onside kick tonight, and it was bobbled, but they were able to recover it. The problem with this offense and these huge running backs they have is you don't want to give them excellent field position to start off the drive.
Oh, no.
Make them earn every yard. Make them have to drive the football.
The only bad thing about that, though, is if you kick it deep. I mean, they got some speedy guys back here, and we saw that on the first kickoff we kicked. They got some speedy guys that can get around the edge, and it's just one of those situations where you kick it deep and have a chance of them starting at the 50, or you kick a pooch, and hopefully you get down here and jump on it real quick.
Well, and that's the deal. If you do a pooch kick, it's got to stay in bounds, and Robbie's had a few go out of bounds this year. And then you want to make sure it's high enough to where our cover guys can get down there and surround the guy receiving the ball, the receiver. So, it like you said, it's a catch-22 with their athletes that are returning kicks. So hopefully, we'll figure out how we're going to do this and, try to pin them, at least inside their own 40 to start. Because like I said, if we can get them in a 3rd and 4th and long and force them to throw the ball, I think we figured out their little down and outs that they've been running.
Yeah.
They've run one underneath pass that only went for about 3 or 4 yards. Nothing else has worked for them. Their quarterback, Rickman, is overthrowing any pass past 10 yards. So I think that's our best bet, is force them to throw it, play man to man. We've got the athletes to cover their receivers 1-to-1 and 1-on-1. So, we'll see what happens. But do you have a scoreboard update ready to go?
Not ready, but
I'm sorry, Tony. I just my bad, Tony.
Put me on the spot here, but it's all right.
No,
hey,
I thought you gave me the thumbs up. I apologize.
I got it right here.
All right. Well, we're going to go to Tony now. He's going to give a scoreboard update.
All right. So the big Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard. Coleman is up 28-0 against their rival Decatur. 28-0 over there. 24-7 halftime. Russellville. These games are all at halftime. Russellville and West Point Russellville's up 24-7 on West Point. Fairview and Sardis. Fairview's up 28-6. Of course, the game here, Good Hope 13, Fayette County 6. Winfield has beaten Hansville at halftime 43-0. Hey, look at there, Oakman and Beaumont, pretty good game, 7-6 at halftime.
Hey, out of curiosity, where is that game?
They're at Oakman. They're at Oakman.
Okay, well, we can hit them on the way back because, we passed right by Oakman coming over here. So.
I didn't even know that. Yeah. All right, and great start to the Holly Pond game. Not so much after that. It's 41-6 Fife. We kind of expected that. Fife is really good.
Fife has probably the best player in the state, Logan Anderson.
I got to witness him during the Jamboree game this year. The dude can run the ball. He's an animal.
He is just really, really good.
And committed to Clemson.
Not a lot of defenses or offense because he plays both linebacker and running back. And, at 6.
Committed to play linebacker.
Yeah, 6'3", 230, and probably runs a 4.5, 4.6, 40. That's just... like I said in the preseason after watching that Jamboree game, I was thinking, that is Colton Bagwell with a lot more speed.
Yes. Yeah. But
no offense to Colton Bagwell because he could run the ball really well, but this kid is just another level.
The last score we got at halftime, the Southeastern's beating Cold Springs 20-6.
Gotcha. All right, both teams are returning to the field to do their second half warm-ups. Once again, your Raiders are up 13-6 on Fayette County. Fayette County will receive the second half kickoff. So, it's time for the Good Hope defense to make a statement saying, hey, we want to win this region, and we're going to win it right here tonight. We're not going to wait on next week when Dora comes to town. And once again, next week, that Dora game is going to be just a barn burner. Dora is a really, really good football team. If you're not familiar with them, they have a running back. I believe his last name is Griffin. Last week against Cordova, in the first half, he had 360 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns.
That sounds a lot like Ashton Genty.
And he did not play the second half of that game.
Also sounds like a lot like Ashton Genty.
So we're really going to need a huge crowd next Friday night at James Chapel Stadium. Once again, this is the last road game of the regular season for your Raiders. They have been road warriors with 5 of the first 8 games of the season on the road. The last 2 at home. Once again, next week we will host Dora in the final regular season game. And then we will have the county matchup against the right now undefeated Fairview Aggies coming up. So it's going to be a gauntlet the last 2 weeks of the season. So, Tony, you win tonight. Next week, it means something. Don't get me wrong. But you win tonight, you guarantee a home playoff game. I think we have a home playoff game regardless, unless just some weird circumstances happen.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we're guaranteed that home playoff spot, but let's get through this game with a win. Let's get next week. I want to see the viewers low on this stream. I know Dylan probably don't want to hear that. I know Jay don't probably want to hear that, but let's get James Shable packing next week. I want to hear it so loud that I can barely hear myself on this microphone next week. But gauntlet, like you said, gauntlet the next 2 weeks. But yeah, Door's a really good football team. Fairview's a really good football team. Good Hope is a very, very good football team. At the end of the day, you got to accept that. Defense is really good. Offense is finding it. We're finding the offense. Started out slow, but we're getting there. But yeah, I want to see a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, at James Shable next week for that game.
Once again, about a minute and a half before the second half starts.
While we take care of some business, let's take a short little break. We've been on here a minute, so let's take a short little commercial break. Let's pay some bills.
Good. Let's go pay some bills. Once again, you're listening to the Good Hope Raider Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More, Coleman.
Are you ready to make your next move in Coleman? Hi, I'm Tommy.
And I'm Angela. We're not just realtors, we're a family dedicated to helping yours.
We're not just about buying or selling property. We're about building connections within our community.
From local schools to charity events, we're active because we care about Coleman.
When you use us, you're not just getting one realtor, you're getting a team working around the clock for you.
With our experience and expertise, we'll guide you through every step of the process.
We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at Hagamore Realty Group.
We make it happen, you make it home.
At Plus One Heating and Air, we believe in more than just fixing your HVAC system. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to providing top-notch service with a smile. Whether it's installation, repairs, or maintenance, you can trust Plus One Heating and Air to get the job done right the first time.
I've never experienced service like this before. Plus One Heating and Air not only fixed my heating system promptly, they also ensured everything was running smoothly. They truly care about their customers.
So when you're in need of heating and air services, remember the company that's willing to walk that extra mile for you. Plus One Heating and Air, where trust meets exceptional service.
You know, we have one of the coolest places right here in Coleman. It's Cleaning and More Coleman on County Road 437. Cleaning and More Coleman has reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. And I know because we use Cleaning and More Coleman at the Warhurst Team Realtors for our buyers and sellers. Cleaning and More Coleman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Coleman has it all. Need climate control storage? How about 10 by 10, 10 by 15, and 10 by 20 units? And they even have the U-Haul trucks to carry your stuff. You can check them out at cleaningandmorecoleman.com. You can get info at cleaningandmorecoleman.com, or the way I like, you can dial them up at 256-736-9944. 256-736-9944. Cleaning and More Coleman, County Road 437, under the big white sign with the U-Hauls.
Welcome back to Fayette, Alabama. Good Hope has kicked off to start the second half. It was a pooch kick by Rodriguez, and Fayette County fumbled it, and your Good Hope Raiders fell on it. So it will be Good Hope 1st and 10 from the Fayette County 30-yard line to start the second half. A big momentum play for the Raiders to start the game, to start the second half off, Tony.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that earlier. You know, you want to start out with a little pooch kick, hopefully get a fumble, and that's exactly what happened. We got the pooch kick, we got the fumble. We're starting with the ball on the 30-yard line. Let's take advantage of it, boys. Let's go.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the Fayette County 30-yard line. Cone. They are in a tight formation.
It's Caden Collins in the backfield now.
Collins.
I don't know.
That's Carson Hollis.
There we go.
Carry.
Pretty close.
Hollis picks up about 7 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 3 from the Fayette County 23-yard line.
Got the band joining us again.
Yeah. They did an absolutely fantastic job at halftime. Good job, guys, as they walk by us here on the radio broadcast. 2nd down 3 for the Raiders. Stevens enters the game, and it looks like Good Hope has decided we're going to run the ball in the second half because they've come out in 2 tight formations in the second play. So Cone in the shotgun takes it. He's going to take off and run. He gets hit in the backfield. He does fall forward, and we'll get back to the line of scrimmage. So it will be 3rd down and 3 from the 23. Ball will be set on the left hash mark. We are moving left to right on the radio. We are going south to north. Good Hope will be, actually they gave him a loss of one on the play. 3rd and 4 from the 24. A big play here for the Raiders offense. Got to keep the momentum going after the kickoff fumble by Fayette County, and then the Raiders got the big gain on 1st down. Cone in the backfield with Drake beside him. The snap. Cone takes it, and he is struggling to get to the 23. It will be 4th down and 3 from the 23.
Listen, I love the idea of coming out and try to assert your dominance, but we learned in the first half we're not going to, we've had some explosive runs every now and then, but you're not just going to run it right up the middle on them. You're going to have to bounce outside. You're going to have to get their speed out here. You're not going to run the ball straight up the middle on them. They got some big old defensive linemen.
So big momentum play here as your Raiders have it 4th down and 3 at the Fayette County 23. If you wanted to kick a field goal, it'd be 40 yards from here for Robbie.
He's got the leg for it.
So here we go. Another tight formation. Stevens and Screws line up on the right side. Cone drops the pass. He throws it. He's got a wide open Cooper. Oh, no, that was not Cooper. I'm sorry. That was a wide open
Cody Stevens.
Cody Stevens. I'm sorry. And unfortunately, it looked like Stevens just stumbled going into the end zone, and it bounced right off his fingertips.
Hey, don't put your head down, Cody. You'll get another opportunity.
Yeah, we got to have you the rest of the game, Cody. That was just an unfortunate circumstance. He was open. The pass was a little long. He tried to catch up with it.
I think he would have got it if he didn't stumble. He stumbled.
No, he did stumble about the 2-yard line and then fell into the end zone. Still got 2 hands on the ball, but it came out when he hit the ground. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And there is a penalty. There is an illegal participation.
You got 12 people on the field.
They got 12 people on the field.
This ain't Oregon, Ohio State. It's not working.
So we'll back up the Tigers 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 now from their own 18. After the illegal participation, they broke the huddle with 12 players. So that's a big break for the Raiders to start the first possession for the Tigers. They're going to send out 2 receivers left. 2 receivers left. They're in the I formation. The snap, the toss to Knowles, and he's got room around the left side. He breaks through the line, and he has a big gainer. They showed the power to the left side. They tossed it right. We only had 1 defender out there, and he just he can't contain that corner. And that play picks up 14 yards, and it's 2nd and 1 for the Tigers from the 32 now. So a big play for the Tigers to open up after the penalty. Once again, I formation. Twins left, ball on the right hash. The snap. Handoff up the middle is good for the 1st down. That's a Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage 1st down for Harris, number 2. Brought down by number 1, Mason Drake. So the play is good for a 1st down. It will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 37, maybe the 38. Once again, they went back to that inside veer. And we had our players there. It's just it was 2nd and 1, so it was pretty easy to get the 1st down. Play picks up 4, 1st and 10 from the 37. Rickman under center. A receiver to each side, and handoff to number 1 Harris around the right end. It was a jet sweep, and we had let's see, Callahan Hudson and Callahan Lindsay out there, and the play fails to gain. So the jet sweep was run and just did not work. We were ready for it, so it's second down and, well, they'll call it 2nd and 9. They do give him a yard to the 38.
Hank read that as soon as the play started. He kind of started jogging with the receiver. They handed it off, and he was back there in a hurry. All right, Tyson's going to take a phone call real quick. We're going to build it up. All right, we got 2nd and 10. Rickman in the backfield. Drops back to pass. A little quick. Oh, yeah. Just a little quick slant pass. He underthrew him. Did not overthrow him. I couldn't get that out. He underthrew him. Underthrew him about 3 yards. That's going to set up 3rd and 10 from the 38-yard line. I'm having trouble seeing it, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so 3rd and 10 from the 38-yard line. We got our smaller package in for speed so the quarterback don't roll out. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and we got about 5 DBs. All right, they are in the I formation. Snap. Here's the play fake. Oh, good pass. Good catch. He did catch it, but he is short. Going to be 4th and 5 from about the 4th and 4 from about the 44, I believe.
Yeah, 44-yard line. Once again, I apologize. I had to step away for just a second. It is 4th and the scoreboard reads 3, but it's really about 4th and 5. And they are in punt formation. Once again, that is Brewer in punt formation. Drake deep for the Raiders. And he will punt the ball. It is a very nice punt. Drake calls for a fair catch. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Raiders from about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, the coaching staff won't be too happy with that one. He had a chance to return that one. He probably could have made it a long way, but business decision at the end of the day. You don't want to get hit and fumble the ball early because when you're looking up like that, you don't know who's coming. You get an initial read, you look up, you try to find the ball. If you think someone's running at you, you don't know if they got picked up when you look up. So, business decision at the end of the day.
So it will be 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the right hash mark at the 28-yard line. 7:16 remaining in the third quarter. The Raiders ahead, 13-6. The handoff to
quarterback keeper.
Oh, as a quarterback keeper to Cone. I'm sorry. He faked me out. I thought Drake had the ball. I apologize. That was Cone on the keeper.
I can barely see it due to this beautiful afro down here to my left. Absolutely gorgeous.
Play does pick up 6 yards, brings up 2nd down and 4 from the 34. Once again, under 7 minutes counting on the third quarter clock. The Raiders ahead, once again, 13-6. Big region game. You win this region game, you pretty much win the region and you're guaranteed to host the playoff game. Cone hands off up the middle to Drake.
Oh, my goodness.
And Drake is breaking tackles up the middle. That play will be good for Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage first down.
There was a flag on the play.
And there was a flag?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see the flag.
They're backing it up.
And we are backing it up, so it will not be an Impact Mortgage first down.
They haven't indicated it yet, but I'm pretty sure it might have been holding off the left side when
there was a hole that opened up, and they're backing them up a good way, so it will be a holding call against the Raiders. Once again, Coach Scott will not be happy with that because that play was good for first down.
Was a first down, now it's 2nd and 13.
So it's going to be from the spot of the foul once again, so it's 1 yard upfield. So
a 9-yard penalty.
It ended up being a 9-yard penalty. Twins right, Rutherford and Malin. Cone in the backfield, in the shotgun, takes a snap. He rolls right. He throws. He's got a wide open Carter Rutherford with the catch. He spins and gets knocked down at the 43-yard line of Fayette County. Carter Rutherford was wide open, and Cone hit him. They were able to finally track him down. It will be good for a Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage first down. First down, Raiders, from the 43 of Fayette County. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Cone in the shotgun with Drake. Takes the snap, hands to Drake up the middle. He's got a hole. He's got it. He busted outside. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5.
Touchdown!
Will score! Mason Drake!
The band's in front of us. They're getting a mouthful of food. They're getting a mouthful of food. They're not going to play our fight song, but
Mason Drake took the handoff up the middle. He busted it outside. There was no containment, and it was open green grass the whole way. The play goes for 43 yards and a Raider touchdown. Rodriguez in to attempt the Odin's Auto Glass PAT out of the hole to Buchanan, and the kick is good. With 5:40 remaining in the third quarter, your undefeated Good Hope Raiders 20, the Fayette County Tigers 6. We'll be right back after this quick break on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman.
At Plus One Heating and Air, we believe in more than just fixing your HVAC system. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to providing top-notch service with a smile. Whether it's installation, repairs, or maintenance, you can trust Plus One Heating and Air to get the job done right the first time.
I've never experienced service like this before. Plus One Heating and Air not only fixed my heating system promptly, they also ensured everything was running smoothly. They truly care about their customers.
So when you're in need of heating and air services, remember the company that's willing to walk that extra mile for you. Plus One Heating and Air, where trust meets exceptional service.
Welcome back to Fayette County. And Rodriguez does a pooch kick that is caught by the Tigers at their own 43-yard line. Once again, as Tony has said multiple times tonight, we are not wanting to kick the ball deep to Fayette County. They've got some speedsters that are back there. So we will sacrifice a little bit of field position. I said the 43, they call it the 45. So yeah. I guess, I don't know where the other 6 feet came from, but oh well. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the County Tigers at the 45, their own 45. Ball placed on the right hash. Rickman brings him up. He's under center. Split either way. I formation. Rickman with the snap, hands it to Knowles up the middle, and there is nowhere to go. The Raiders defense has figured out number 20 is going to get the ball.
A lot.
And now here's the problem if you're Good Hope. You can't completely key on him because you are up 14 points. You know,
and he already has a passing touchdown on us.
You're moving late into the third quarter. We're down to 5 minutes remaining in the third. Once again, the Raiders up 20-6, so you got to look out for those little passes, the little dink and dunks, on the screen pass and then out in the flat, and then once again the halfback pass. So Rickman with the snap, hands off to Harris. He runs hard, and he's got some good yardage. It'll be short of the first down, not by much though. It'll be 3rd and short for the Tigers. Cody Stevens with the tackle. Rutherford also in there. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. Big defensive play. Actually, maybe 2 big defensive plays coming up because I can guarantee if they don't get it here, Fayette County will go for it.
Yeah, I believe so. You're already down 14 points. So.
Wideouts either way. I formation. Rickman under center. Takes the snap. He fakes it to Knowles. We've got pressure on him. He throws it, and he's got a wide open Harris in the right flat. Good for the Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage first down. Nice play fake. Once again, there's that play out into the flat. They've completed 5 or 6 of those tonight now, and the play is good for a first down. It will be 1st and 10 from the 34. Raiders defense needs to stiffen. They've done really well. They've got some high-powered offenses that they have absolutely crushed this year. And it is the case again tonight, but there's still a lot of football to be played. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 34 of Good Hope. Rickman under center takes a snap. He tosses to Knowles around right end. And, oh, my goodness, who was that? Somebody upended Knowles after a very short gain.
Hank Hudson.
Number 18, Hank Hudson, went low and absolutely took the knees out from Knowles around that right end. Play only picked up 2 yards, brings up 2nd down and 8 from the 32. A great open field tackle by Hank Hudson there, limiting that to a very small gain. And it's Tony, it's really scary. You know, if you give Knowles, because he's about 5'11", but he weighs probably 220.
Muscular, too.
Very muscular, 220. You do not want to get him running downhill. Rickman takes the snap. Quick pass. Complete to the left flat this time. That's Hughes, and his play is good for Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage first down. Once again, guess what pattern it was? The old down and out.
Yep. We haven't been able to guard it all night, so why not keep going to it? Sooner or later, we're going to have to press our receivers. You know you don't want to.
The play is good for a first down. 1st and 10 from the Good Hope 15-yard line. Fayette County threatening with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Ball set from the left hash. I formation. Rickman under center takes the snap. He hands it underneath to Hughes. And, I'm sorry, to Harris. And who was that? Was
Number
that
79?
All right. Eli Kicker, number 79, absolutely blew that play up. Play loses a yard, brings up 2nd and 11 from the 16 now. Under 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Once again, your Raiders up 20-6 at Fayette County on their senior night. Rickman brings the Tigers to the line. He's under center. Once again, the I formation. No, they break the I this time. They go to a wishbone, a broken bone look. There's the toss around left end, and the Raiders are there again. The Raiders are all over that play. Once again, the toss to Knowles coming around the left end.
Cody Stevens undercut him.
Cody Stevens and Landon Bagwell.
Landon Bagwell hit him high, so it was kind of like a low-high hit, and he turned a daggum flip.
The play did pick up maybe 1. Give him 2. Call it 3rd and 9 from the 14.
And just like you said, this is what kind of situation we want to get him in. You know,
this is where we want to be. We do not give up the flat pass, but also you got to watch out for the out and up. Rickman takes the snap. He is going to throw. We've got pressure on him. He's got nowhere to throw it.
There's a flag down.
There's got to be a hold there.
We got 2 flags down now. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield. There you go. Once again, that play completely blown up by, it looked like Cody Stevens. Is that who it was chasing him in the backfield?
I was looking at the flag because I saw the flag getting open, so I really wasn't paying attention who was rushing in the backfield. I was getting worried that they were going to check down to the flat. We're still talking about what the late flag was. There was something that happened out of bounds. I don't know if one of our players.
We're going to see what the call is.
If so, I mean, even if it is a personal foul, we'll have.
They are waving off the flag.
So it's going to be I believe it's a 5-yard penalty for illegal.
Well, no, they waved it off. They said there was no illegal man downfield.
Did they?
Yeah, they waved the flag off. And now the referee comes over to explain to Coach Scott what they saw and what the discussion was, and Coach Scott does not look happy.
I mean, he wasn't wrong. I mean, they were blocking for a run play. The offensive lineman was 5 yards up the field, which is very much illegal.
Well, here's my question. It looked like the pass was incomplete on the sideline. Did they complete the pass?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. Once again, that's my mistake, guys. I thought it was incomplete. 1:15 remaining in the third quarter. Let's see. I cannot tell. The play is happening on the very other end of the field from where Tony and I are. So I apologize that we are not giving the best description right now.
And wave off the ineligible receiver downfield.
So they wave off the penalty on Fayette County, then hit Good Hope with a personal foul, late hit, out of bounds.
First and goal from the Good Hope 4-yard line.
First and goal from the 4, which doesn't make any sense. That should have been a half the distance penalty.
It was. They had the ball at the 8. It was a completed pass to the 8.
So first and goal from the 4. Rickman under center. Sideline warning against Good Hope, and the Good Hope fans and coaches are not happy right now. At best, that should have been an offsetting, but unfortunately, the call did not go our way. You just got to put it behind you and keep playing football.
Yeah, we got some upset fans. We got some upset coaches. We got upset players. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to calm down. There's still a football game to be left played. Yep. You don't want to go out here and ruin it.
This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. You're only up 2 scores, and Fayette County on the doorstep right now. First and goal from the 4. Rickman under center in the I formation. Guarantee it goes to Knowles, number 20. There's the snap. He hands it up the middle to Harris, and Harris is into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is the first game this year we've gave up 2 touchdowns.
That's going to make it 20-12 with the pending PAT. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. I hate to say it this way, but it looks like Fayette County got a big gift there, but it is what it is. Once again, like you and I just talked about, you still got to play the game.
Yeah, even though, you don't like what happened, you can't let your emotions get the best of you, because right there you just gave up another touchdown, which...
And Fayette County is doing something very interesting here. I think they're going to go for 2. I'm not sure why they would go for 2.
Well, the first time they kicked field goal, it didn't end up too good.
20-12, you're down 8. They are going to go for 2. Rickman under center, Knowles in the backfield. He's going to...
What? Who's got the ball?
It went up the middle, and it failed. It did not go. It was Harris up the middle. It was a direct snap to Harris. Rickman never touched it. He did not make it. A good stand by the defense, so it makes it 20-12 after the Odin's Auto Glass PAT fails on the 2-point conversion for the Tigers. So with 1:10 remaining in the third quarter, Good Hope still up by 1 score plus a 2-point conversion. So what we're going to need to do here, Tony, is we're going to have to take this kickoff. I'd still be leery that Fayette County has some momentum. Don't be surprised if you see an onside kick. I don't think they want to kick it deep to Rutherford or Drake. And you got Collins and Cone moving up to that second level with Tyler Bird. So you're really taking a chance if you kick it shorter. So Rutherford and Drake deep, Bird, Collins, Cone, and Hudson on the second level. East at the kickoff, and he is lining up for a pooch kick. And he kicks it on the ground.
Oh no. Pick it up.
It hit a Good Hope Raider.
Oh, he bounced off of him.
And that is Tyler Cone. No, Mason Drake on the recovery, and he runs it all the way back to midfield, and the turf monster got him at midfield. I wonder if he maybe pulled a hamstring or something, because he went down in a hard...
He had a bunch of green grass in front of him with 2 blockers, and all of a sudden he just fell down.
He did. He broke a couple of tackles and then busted out wide, and there was nobody in front of him, and something happened, and he just went down. So we're going to keep an eye on Mason Drake.
Could just be a cramp.
It could be. But anyway, 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the Fayette County 49, so a great return.
We got Hollis back in the backfield. Hey, I like this Hollis kid. He runs hard.
Cone takes the snap, fakes it to Hollis, takes it up the middle, has a little bit of an opening, picks up about 3. 2nd down and 7 from the 46. We're under 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We'll have to snap it one more time. And once again, we're going to apologize ahead of time. We haven't had the band for the last quarter and a half or so, and they're back, and at the end of the third quarter, they'll be back to playing, so we may have to really strain to hear us. 2nd down 7, Cone with Hollis in the backfield. Split outs either way. Cone will throw. He throws 2, and was that Malin? It was Malin on the short out route, and unfortunately, he just dropped it. Once again,
that would have got us to the fourth quarter, but now we got to snap the ball.
Now we got to snap again. There's 12 seconds remaining. 3rd down and 7 now. The play would not have picked up a lot of yardage, but it would have made 3rd down a little bit more manageable. It was a good throw. Just unfortunately, Malin didn't look it in all the way. Now, Tucker's had 4 catches tonight already, one for a long 65-yard touchdown. And this is his first game he's played all season long. So, once again, welcome back, Tucker Malin. Cone with the snap, rolls left. He's directing traffic. He heaves it deep. And he's got Malin. Malin with the catch. He breaks another tackle. Malin is down to the 5-yard line to end the third quarter.
He's a little weary on that shoulder right now.
Malin went up over the defender and made the catch for an incredible Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage first down. That will end the third quarter with your score. Your Good Hope Raiders 20, the Fayette County Tigers 12. We'll be right back after this message on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman.
You know, we have one of the coolest places right here in Coleman. It's Cleaning and More Coleman on County Road 437. Cleaning and More Coleman has reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. And I know because we use Cleaning and More Coleman at the Warhurst Team Realtors for our buyers and sellers. Cleaning and More Coleman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Coleman has it all. Need climate control storage? How about 10 by 10, 10 by 15, and 10 by 20 units? And they even have the U-Haul trucks to carry your stuff. You can check them out at cleaningandmorecoleman.com. You can get info at info@cleaningandmorecoleman.com. Or the way I like, you can dial them up at 256-736-9944. 256-736-9944. Cleaning and More Coleman, County Road 437, under the big white sign with the U-Hauls.
Welcome back to John Morgan Brown Stadium in Fayette, Alabama. As your Good Hope Raiders are knocking on the door. It is first down, goal to go from the 5-yard line to start the fourth and final quarter. Your Raiders are up 20-12. Once again, first down, goal to go. Cone in the shotgun. With Drake is back in the game. Good to see that. The snap. Cone takes it up the middle, and he is...
No, Mason.
No, it was a direct snap to Mason, and he went around left end and scores the Raider touchdown. Touchdown, Good Hope. Makes it 26-12 with 11:53 remaining in the fourth quarter. And I apologize, Tony. I thought Cone had the ball. Once again, we're about 80 yards away from the action.
I really couldn't see. No hate to the band. I'm glad they're here. I couldn't see between the two of us.
All right, Robbie Rodriguez to attempt the Odin's Auto Blast PAT. The snap is up. The snap is good. The hold is down, and the kick is through. So with 11:53 remaining in the fourth quarter, your Good Hope Raiders 27, the Fayette County Tigers 12. The band is having a great time. Everybody on the Good Hope side having a good time right now. Tony, if you're the Good Hope defense, you're up 15 right now. You're up 2 scores plus the added advantage of the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, but you still don't want to just let them go down the field.
No. But you want to make them work for it. You cannot let any receiver behind you. You cannot let a long run happen. If they pick up 2, 3, 4 yards a play, that's okay because they're going to drain the clock, and they still have to score twice. So Rodriguez lines it up at the 40. Looks over to the coach. And I'm betting from the signal I just saw, this will be another sky kick that will be short. Rodriguez approaches. And that's exactly what it is. It is taken at the 30. And the Fayette County player does break a tackle and brings it up to about the 40, give or take. Let's see where they finally mark it out. It will be the 41, it looks like. So 1st and 10 for Fayette County. Once again, that was a really nice kick by Robbie. It was high enough to let the defense. Now, unfortunately, the returner did break one tackle, and that's why he was able to get as far as he did. So it's 1st and 10 from the 42. 11:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. Twins right, I formation for Rickman. He's under center. He takes the snap, hands it up the middle to Hughes, Lord. And that's Harris. And Harris gets absolutely leveled by number 79, Eli Kicker. Kicker blew that play up from the very beginning. He sidestepped the block of the right guard and was waiting on Harris when he filled the hole. Harris loses 1 yard on the play, brings up 2nd and 11 from the 41.
Hate to ask you this. You got a better view than me. Do you see Tucker Malin down there on the sideline? I know his family was a little concerned walking over here. He got up with his shoulder hurting after that last big catch.
Unfortunately, I cannot see. The fans are standing, and I just can't see down to the sideline. I will keep an eye out, though. I will
text his brother and ask him if he sees.
2nd and 11. Rickman. Play fake. Oh, my goodness. Who was that?
Cody Stevens.
Cody Stevens on the blitz met Rickman in the backfield for a big loss. Rickman had no chance. He faked the handoff, turned, spun right. Stevens was waiting on him and drug him down. The play loses 10 yards, brings up 3rd and 21 from the 31, and Fayette County says, we got to take a timeout, talk about this. So they will take their first timeout of the half, and wow, what a play by Cody Stevens. Came free on that blitz from his cornerback position. A great play call by Coach Scott for the defense. And like I said, Rickman had no chance on that play.
No, absolutely not. Cody Stevens come flying. He didn't even see him until he hit him.
No, exactly.
He come flying off the edge.
That's what I said. He did a play fake to the left and then spun right, and Stevens was waiting on him. So great play by Cody Stevens. Brings up 3rd and 21. When we return, it will be 10:29 remaining in the fourth quarter. Your Raiders up 27-12 on the Fayette County Tigers on their senior night. All right, big key here, Tony. 3rd and 21. You can let them have some yardage. Don't give up a big play.
If you're going to give them that, right here is where you want to give them a quick
Rickman takes the snap and it's what was that? It is a hook and ladder. Another gadget play. Fayette County pulling out all of the stops. That play is a big play. Picks up about 17.
You know, Tyson, I don't really know if that was supposed to be a hook and ladder. He was falling to the ground when he was catching the ball.
Well,
I don't know. It looked cool.
It was, because even though he was going to the ground, the trailing receiver was right there for the pitch. So once again, another gadget play brings up 4th and 4. And Fayette County acts like they want to punt this ball. I would not count on them punting this. I'm playing it safe as a defense.
Nope.
There's the snap.
Snap.
It's a low snap. He did punt it. And Drake calls for the fair catch. And he brings it in. I'm sorry, that was Carter Rutherford on the catch. And it will be Good Hope 1st and 10 from the 29. So here's the deal. If we got 10-15 remaining in the fourth quarter. You are up 2 scores, 27-12. If we can somehow put a drive together, even if it doesn't score, put a 4, 5, 6 minute drive together, you can walk out of here with a win.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Cone takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and that is Mason Drake, brought down by number 15. Play is going to be good for 1 yard. 2nd down and 9.
One good thing I'm noticing is Tucker Malin's back on the field. So.
All right, I do see Tucker out there, so that's good to see.
You know, on that big catch right at the end of the third quarter, he got up and his shoulder was down a little bit, and it scared me a little bit.
If you're not familiar, Tucker has been battling some shoulder injuries. Tonight is his first night back.
A big night. Big first night back.
He's had a great night, probably well over 150 yards in receptions, including one touchdown. The snap to Cone. He keeps it on the read option up the middle, sidesteps one tackle, and bullies his way up for a couple of yards. It will be 3rd and long. It'll be 3rd and about 6 from the 34.
It would have been about 3rd and 8, but he got picked up and he grabbed onto one of our offensive linemen. You know, you can't full out reach out and pull somebody with you, but the offensive line, he grabbed him by the jersey. The offensive lineman just took him with him about 2 yards.
All right, call it 3rd and 5 from the 34. 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Your undefeated Raiders, up 27-12 over Fayette County, who come into the game 4-4, 3-2 in the region, battling for a playoff spot. Cone takes the snap, hands it off to Drake up the middle. Drake fights, and he's going to be close to the first down. He needed the 39. He's at just short of 39. It will be 4th and short.
Go for it. Why not?
I mean, you're up 2 scores. The clock is running. Well, the clock was running. I don't know why they stopped it.
First down.
There we go. They gave him a first down. Okay, that is good for Josh Phillips, Impact Mortgage first down. My bad. I thought he was short.
It did look. The initial spot looked short, but I think the white hat judge told him first down.
Yeah, we'll take it. Cone gets the call for the sideline, runs back to the huddle.
Hey, you're going to see a lot of the same this position. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to assert our dominance. We're going to try to get out of here as quick as possible.
And I think the coaches have told Cone, hey, let's look at the play clock. Let's snap under 5 seconds because we're down to already 10 on the play clock with the clock running, coming up on 8 minutes remaining.
What is that, false start?
And we have yet that is the 5th or 6th false start against Good Hope tonight, and we're not sure what's going on.
Well, while we're waiting on the next play, we'll think about it. Let's get our station ID top of the hour.
All right, let's step aside on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman.
Coleman's Live 95, WRJM-LP, Coleman.
And we're back.
1st and 15 for the Raiders after the mark-off. Coach Scott, again, not happy with that call, but I'm not sure what's going on with these false starts. Cone takes the ball up the middle on the keeper, and he gets a lot of yardage back.
6.
He got 6 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 40, from the Raider 40-yard line. Once again, he snapped that ball, late in the play clock. In the 40-second clock, it's already down to about 27. Clock down to 7:20 in the fourth quarter. Your Raiders again ahead 27-12. Looking to move to 8-0 on the season with a huge region game that will determine the region championship next Friday night at James Sable Stadium, as we will host the Dora Bulldogs. Cone in the shotgun with Drake. Cone hands it to Drake up the middle. Drake, he had a hole and he got tripped up. He did pick up a yard, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 from the 41. There was a hole, Tony. If he could have just gotten through that C.
Yeah, he tripped up on an offensive lineman, but hey, it gets a little crunched up in there. You can't always just fit your way right through it.
Exactly. Now, if he somehow escapes that, he may be 15, walking to the end zone.
Bare minimum 15-yard game. Bare minimum.
All right, play clock at 10. Game clock at 6:30. 3rd down, 8 at the 41 for the Raiders. Cone with Drake in the backfield. Takes his snap. He's going to throw. He lost it deep for Rutherford. Rutherford's got it. Rutherford has it all the way down to the Fayette County 34-yard line. What an adjustment on the catch.
Whoa, Callahan. We had some commotion going on back here. Hey, let's get out of this game.
Carter Rutherford watched the ball. The ball, Cone actually threw it a little short. I'm not sure if it was designed that way, but Rutherford made the adjustment, beat the defender back, and the play is good for about 30 yards. And a Raider, Josh Phillips, Impact Mortgage first down. It will be 1st and 10 from the Fayette County 33 as we move to 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 5 on the play clock. Cone in the backfield with Drake. Takes it, hands it to Drake up the middle, and a nice play by the Fayette County defense. The play is going to be good for about 2. Raiders very content with letting the play clock milk down on every play. Second down, 8 from the 31. The ball on the left hash. The Raiders moving right to left, north to south on the radio dial. Sellers in the backfield. I'm sorry, that's Screws in the backfield with Drake. The handoff on the jet sweep to Parker Johnson. And there goes a flag. We're going to get a hold. And that one was pretty obvious. I'm not going to say who it was, but it was a lineman. And we are definitely going to get a hold on that play. Parker Johnson had taken that around the left end and had the first down. Once again, another Raider first down wiped out by a penalty. That's 3 or 4 now.
Yeah, this is the worst game penalty-wise we've had this year.
Yeah, and once again, it's okay to have a penalty here or there, but it's the inopportune times for the Raiders tonight. Now, the good part is even with the penalty and mark-off, there is still only 5:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. And your Raiders are up 2 scores plus the 2-point conversion, 27-12. Up 15 with 5:11 now on a running clock. Let's see if Cone milks the play clock. It's down to 15. Second down and 18 from the Fayette County 41. The Raiders need the 23. Drake with a handoff. Bounces off some defenders and gets brought down around the 40, maybe the 41. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Once again, the key to that, the clock keeps moving. So it will be 3rd and about 18 from the 41. I don't think you will see Good Hope put the ball in the air here. Fayette County only has 2 timeouts remaining, so they can only stop it twice. So Cone with 17 on the play clock. Well, he snapped it early. He is going to throw deep. He's got Malin deep. Caught. Touchdown. Raiders. Touchdown. Tucker Malin.
Welcome back, Tucker. Welcome back.
That ball was thrown on a rope. And Malin, all he had to do was just bring it in. And that should shut the door on senior night here at Fayette County. Rodriguez into attempt. The Odin's Auto Glass point after out of the hold of number 15, Webb Buchanan. The snap is good. The place is good. The kick is good. With 4:15 remaining in the game, your undefeated Good Hope Raiders 34, the Fayette County Tigers 12. Well, Tony, we said it before that drive that we needed to drain clock and possibly score. We did both.
Yeah, we drained a lot of clock. 6 minutes to be exact, actually. 6 minutes to be exact. But we got our big glass scoreboard update. I believe Coleman just scored another touchdown, so Coleman's up 42-0 in the fourth quarter against Decatur. Russellville is currently up 37-13 over West Point in the fourth quarter. Fairview and Sardis is at 28-18 in the fourth quarter. The score of this game here, 34-12. Good Hope in the fourth quarter. We got a final. Winfield and Hansville 57-6. Upset alert. Vinemont is beating Oak 20-7.
Way to go, Vinemont.
Fife is up 54-12 in the fourth quarter, and Southeastern is up 20-14 over Cold Springs in the fourth quarter.
Rodriguez to kick off from the 40-yard line. It will be another pooch kick that does take it. It is taken by number 23.
Nope. That was a good tackle by Carter Rutherford.
That was Lawson on the return, and Carter Rutherford upends him. He went low, and Lawson tried to come over the top, and it just wasn't working. So a nice tackle by Rutherford. It will be the Tigers' first down, 10 yards to go from their own 35. Only 4:09 remains, with the Good Hope up 3 scores on the score of 34-12. A big region game that should guarantee a hosting spot, and we'll be close to clinching depending on what happens with Dora tonight, this may clinch the region for the Raiders. Rickman in the shotgun throws to number 3, Hughes, and the Raiders have figured out that play. There were 4 Raiders, and he fumbled the ball. Hughes fumbled it. Good Hope has the fumble.
Oh, are they going to keep it? There.
Yes, got it. They wanted to talk about it, and the side judge on the Good Hope sideline finally said, yes, it was a fumble. Cone came up with it, and it will be the Raiders' first down inside Fayette County territory after the fumble on the pass. Like I said, Good Hope figured out that play because when he caught the ball, Good Hope had 4 defenders surrounding him. He tried to make a move, and he dropped the ball. And Cone was there to fall on it. So it will be Good Hope 1st and 10 from the Fayette County 44. This game is ostensibly over now. Just have to hang on to the ball. Parker Johnson in at quarterback with Mason Drake. Johnson hands off to Drake up the middle, and Drake does the smart thing. Once he gets hit, he just goes to the ground, which is fine. So the play does pick up 1 yard. We'll bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 43. Well, apparently Good Hope was hit with another penalty that we're unsure of.
At this point, there's no telling.
I didn't even see the flag, but they moved Good Hope back to their own 47.
I was jamming out to some radioactive that the Good Hope Raider band was playing.
It may have been a hold against Good Hope. 10-yard penalty, 2nd and 19 from the 47. The handoff from Parker Johnson to Carson Hollis. Hollis up the middle. A nice game by Hollis. And I'd like to see Coach Scott tell Parker, hey, let's look at the play clock and let's not snap it with 11 seconds left.
Yeah, you want to get out of here as soon as possible. It's getting cold out here. I was not prepared for the coldness. I'm getting cold. I'd like to get out of here.
Yeah, I said it was 2nd down. That was actually a 1st down after the penalty. Now it's 2nd and 12 from the 46. And I did see Coach Scott pull Parker Johnson over and point to the play clock, so that may have been exactly what he told him.
He's still young. He's only a sophomore, and that's just some things you learn. And Coach Scott probably wasn't mad at him. He was
no.
Hey, man, let's run some clock down.
The possession before on Malin's touchdown, Tyler ran the play with fumble on the snap. Parker Johnson picks it up.
Oh my goodness!
And he breaks tackles. And oh my goodness, Parker Johnson! Wow! All right, let's reset what just happened.
Oh Lord, he's a little hobbled.
Parker took the snap, rolled back to Parker. He reached down, picked it up, avoided 2 defenders in the backfield, and then was able to go to green grass. And believe it or not, he picked up enough for the Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage 1st down.
Webb Buchanan's in the game.
All right, so what also, like Tony was just saying, Parker did come up hobbled a little bit. So the 3rd-string quarterback, Webb Buchanan, is now in the game with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the counting clock. And there is another penalty marker. And we got hit with, this time we do have 12 players on the field. Once again, it's not the end of the world because the clock's running. So it will be a 5-yard penalty. It will be 1st and 15 now. Good Hope looks to be trying to get some younger players in the game. The clock continues to run now. 2:10 remaining. 20 on the play clock. Buchanan brings the Raiders to the line. The handoff.
Number 25.
That's Riker Hancock in the game for the first time.
Folks in here.
And Hancock takes it over a right tackle, brought down after a gain of 1 or 2.
You know what I want to see? A Webb Buchanan touchdown.
Well,
that's my guy right there.
Well, unfortunately, you may not get it because we're now under a minute and a half, so Good Hope only has to snap it 2 more times unless Fayette County calls a timeout. So
I mean, at this point, there's no reason to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would not doubt it if you just see Webb drop to a knee here.
And that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. They are in victory formation. Webb under center. And that's exactly what he does. He drops to a knee. That will bring up third down. So Good Hope will have to snap it one more time. We are at 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. And your undefeated Good Hope Raiders will move to 8-0 on the season and 6-0 in the region. 45 seconds remaining. 20 on the play clock. So they do have to snap it a final time. Fayette County has chosen not to call a timeout. Your Good Hope Raiders have come to hostile territory in Fayette, Alabama, and will walk away with a victory. Buchanan takes the final snap. The Raiders come to the sideline celebrating. Coach Scott is meeting his players as they will line up to meet with the Fayette County players at midfield. Your Raiders are now 8-0 on the season.
For the first time, I think it's been almost 30 years.
That's something we need to check. But yeah, your Raiders, and it is now official, the clock hits 0. Your Raiders do win 34-12. Once again, your Raiders are now undefeated. Fayette County drops to 4-5 on the year, 3-3 in the region. Your Raiders are now 8-0, 6-0 in the region, with the final region game next Friday night against a very, very, very good Dora Bulldog team. So here's what I'm asking, Tony, and we asked this after the Curry game, and we're going to ask it again this time. Please fill James Shabel Stadium next Friday night.
Oh, yeah. I know we have some good listeners tonight, and I appreciate all 65 of y'all that listen, and plus the people on Facebook that's listening. Guys, let's pack James Shabel next week. They're going to need it. They would love to see it. But actually, forget just next week, too. Let's pack it out the next 2 weeks with the last 2 home games of the year.
We got the Fairview Aggies coming in on week 10. And right now they're undefeated, and they've won. They're winning comfortably, so they will go to
28-18.
Yeah, they will go to 7-0. I think they played one less game.
No, I believe they'll go 8. No, yeah, you're right, 7-0.
Yeah, they'll go to 7-0. Wow. You know what? On senior night, I really feel bad for Fayette County because they're. I don't mean to laugh. I feel bad for them because their stands are now empty. They've turned off the scoreboard. They're playing their alma mater. Didn't give our band a chance to play first. They're ready to get out of here. So that just tells you right there what kind of a game this was tonight for your Good Hope Raiders. As in fact, just watching Mr. and Mrs. Malin passing us right now, they are as excited as can be after a big game from their son Tucker on his first night back.
Welcome back, Tucker. We're glad to have you.
Tucker. Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, we'll respect the alma mater for Good Hope. So let me be quiet for a second so you can hear the alma mater. Once again, the alma mater for the Good Hope Raiders being sung by the students and the players and the cheerleaders that are on the field and by the band in the stands. Once again, another huge win for the Raiders. As we're going to wrap this up, Tony.
Yeah. Let's. We're ready to get out of here. It's getting a little cold. But yeah,
and we all have a long ways to go home.
Yeah, we got a long drive. But yeah, thanks for the listeners. We appreciate you. If you are not able to make it next week, please join us back here. Dylan will be back. I'm sure it's going to be me and Dylan next week for the door game. Our good guy Tyson here will be a PA at the James Shabel. But yeah, join us next week. But if you can make it, by all means, please be there. We would love to have you there. It's going to be a great game. If we win that one, we'll be undefeated in the region. We will for sure have the 1 seed, I'm pretty sure, in the playoffs.
Yeah. And, we will host at least one playoff game. That is correct.
Yeah. So let's do that, and let's wrap this up, and let's get out of here, boys.
Well, first, before we wrap up, I do want to say thank you to the Fayette County staff. They provided us, even though we didn't have room in the press box tonight, they provided us with some help, with some equipment to make this broadcast possible.
Absolutely.
So we really want to say thank you to the staff of Fayette County, and once again, we're asking all of our Good Hope fans that are listening, please make sure you drive safely going home. We want you to arrive home safely, and we will see you next week at James Chabel Stadium as your undefeated Good Hope Raiders will host the Dora Bulldogs next week, next Friday night, game time, 7 o'clock.